We have a media that's saying it's a debate whether or not what just happened to Jussie Smollett is a hate crime. It's absurd. The isn't a debate.
I agree.
Sorry, I'm like...
Not at all.
I'm like really fired up tonight,
This is how you have to be fired up.
It feels impossible to not feel this way right now with
the
president and the vice president, Mike Pence, who like wishes I couldn't be married. Let's just be clear. The vice president of America wishes I didn't have the love with my wife. He wanted to ban that in Indiana. He believes in conversion therapy. He has hurt LGBTQ people so badly as the government of Indiana, and I think the thing we need to know, and I hope my show Gaycation did this, in terms of connecting the dots, in terms of what happened the other day to Jussie. I don't know him personally. I sent all of my love. Connect the dots. This is what happens. If you are in a position of power and you hate people and you want to cause suffering to them, you go through the trouble. You spend your career trying to cause suffering. What do you think is going to happen? Kids are going to be abused and they're going to kill themselves. And people are going to be beaten on the street. I have traveled the world and I have met the most marginalized people you can meet. I am lucky to have this time and the privilege to say this. This needs to stop.
Hey, one goal, one thing, one rule, man, that shit don't change. It's real niggas do real fucking things. Real niggas do. Ay, there's only one goal, one thing, one rule, man, that shit don't change. And it's real niggas do real fucking things. Real niggas do real fucking things.
Nigga, it's tug of war, baby.
Right.
But for weed, it's tug of peace.
For real, dog. I can't wait till Louisiana get their mind right. I think it'll be right to Texas. They're gonna wait to see what Texas do.
It's gonna be a minute for when Texas do it. That's gonna be a completely business arrangement.
Yeah, it'll be so
because none of their values lines up with illegal weed in that state.
The old power structure.
Come on, bruh.
Like the old white man power structure, dude. Like that's where they breed white people at. Texas.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Fuck.
He said they breed. Got a little brand mark on them.
White people come.
Bro, like we're gonna be the last to like catch up with all that type of
Who's gonna be the first out of the South to get it?
Florida or Atlanta? Or Georgia, I mean to say Florida or Georgia.
You think Georgia?
I think Georgia because of the entertainment aspect in Atlanta. A lot of them are so free, so whoop. You know what I mean? That's like like right now Atlanta is the metropolitan, like a hub for the South. You know what I mean?
I understand.
So in that, I'm not thinking about the rest, because I know what you say. Georgia, the rest of Georgia. Yeah, you're right. Nah. But you heard what I said, though. I said Florida and Atlanta. My bad. So I forgot you were working out. But like I said, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. I was thinking Atlanta. No. Because Atlanta be the proponent. But if anything, that's a mirror. Because Louisiana crazy, but New Orleans, I'm going to be a proponent here while we...
Yeah.
But Florida just crazy by itself. So I feel like Florida just make it work.
Florida they gonna make it work first.
Yeah.
Disney World got weed.
Behind them, I think it'll be Georgia, and then
Florida a touristy spot even more than us, man.
I think Texas will come after Georgia.
Texas gonna come after everybody. No, Texas will come after Georgia because some of those rural like Tennessee and Mississippi, them rural spots in Bama, they're not gonna be as
it's gonna be Alabama
pushing
second to last
after Georgia.
Last.
No, Tennessee gonna be second to last.
No, I think
you don't think so?
I don't think so. I think it's Alabama or Mississippi. Like those are the
no,
last
I think
two.
Mississippi last. Period.
Mississippi last.
Yeah, but if we say
third and Arkansas will be fourth.
I be forgetting Arkansas part of the South and North Carolina, the Carolinas of the South. I be forgetting all of them. Virginia's technically the South, even though it's East Coast as fuck.
Yeah,
it's the most East Coast spot ever, but no, it's
slavery though. It's the South.
Yeah, no. It's Southern. I mean, I'm cold. I'm claiming J. Cole. You hear me? Yeah. North Carolina. I'm claiming the Clips, Virginia, nigga. I'm claiming Pharrell, Virginia, bitch. I'm claiming Timberland, Missy Elliott. That's Virginia, bitch, nigga.
That's Southern beats, bitch.
Right, bitch. That's Southern beats and Southern raps, nigga.
Especially Missy Elliott.
J. Cole from the South. Fuck that, nigga. Right. So hell yeah, son.
But I'm trying to think.
What the fuck? Michael B. Jordan as Superman.
Oh, that's an old one. Remember when they trying to make that happen?
That's a no.
Yeah, we went been got past that.
That shit
dog.
looks goofy. I'm just looking at that little gif. I'm like, really?
Oh yeah,
that
man.
looks just weird.
He would not like.
He would fill out.
He wouldn't. Nah, he just don't look right in the face.
I don't think he fell out. He's to me.
No, Michael B big as fuck.
I think it is.
That nigga
Physically, he has a body, but like
Yeah.
as far as height, I don't know. I just like he doesn't have that. I don't know.
I feel like the build ain't the problem. It's the face with him and the acting. I couldn't believe him as Superman.
Yeah, he doesn't look like a Kryptonian.
Something about
He look
Superman
like
has to be
Crip.
otherworldly. But some.
Big head no space alien crip, man. Hey, what up, cuz? Y'all, man, no, man.
You know what I'm
Fuck
saying?
it up,
But nah, man, like something about the presence of a Superman has to be otherworldly, and he doesn't capture that naturally.
No, he doesn't.
You know what I'm
bro.
saying?
I think the next Superman should be Asian.
I mean, whatever the next Superman
I
is,
think that would be just as goofy as Michael B. Jordan.
yeah, I don't think it should be Asian.
Asian guy? What? What do you take?
I mean, technically, once
It
again,
would be cool. I mean, I think any race would be like,
Yeah.
it would be interesting.
he's a
but
fucking alien.
just as far as making a movie work, like in the context of how it's always been pushed.
Well, look,
like,
technically, he was Filipino once.
who was Filipino?
When your boy
Superman.
on the show, when
The
was
Adventures
that,
Lois and Clark. Dean Cain is Filipino.
Dean Cain is Filipino.
If I know right, he just passed for
I'm about
white
to say,
so
that nigga
well.
probably blown like a motherfucker.
But really think about that black ass hair he had.
True.
Does
Does he like talk about his background?
Dog, I believe he's freaking. I might look him up. A Colombian probably could, cause but
Hello, man. I'm Superman.
but here's one reason, cause I always say that.
Indian, maybe.
This is one reason. I always say that freaking
I feel like they even got one in India.
Dean Cain. Who is Dean Cain's father? He's an American actor, producer.
Oh, you a July baby.
Christopher Kane and Raj Tanaka. Now you got families named Tanaka
You're
and shit.
Tanaka. Look like Tanaka.
That boy, yep, his American actor. Boy, that nigga name is really Dean George Tanaka.
Man,
Bitch, your name
fuck
is
no,
K.
Tanaka.
He
I
changed
wanna
his
see the
name
damn
K. He looked more ethnic in his picture up here, though. I ain't gonna lie, dog.
Definitely, because on the TV series, that nigga looks like pure D, all American.
He a
Yeah,
bunch of
thoroughbred
shit.
white
He's the
man.
biological son of Roger Tanaka and actress Sharon Thomas. He is French Canadian, Irish, Japanese, and
I
Welsh.
know some Asian in there.
Okay,
But that's what
so
Filipino is.
his-
It's technically
his
Asian.
Yeah,
It's
he's
like,
Japanese.
yeah, there's no
He's like up there with
Filipino
the
in
other
there.
Asians.
Yes, and well,
He's-
somebody told me
he's-
he was
he's
Filipino,
mostly
but
white.
he white and Asian.
He got that one little piece of Asian in there.
In them eyes, in the hair.
He's white and
That's
Asian.
Asian hair.
This is
That's
Asian.
French
yeah.
Canadian, like French is white and
When you say French Canadian, that
like,
could be
that's like
almost anything though.
double white. Think so?
Right. French Canadian.
Like, well, yeah,
Oh, this
yeah,
is
it's
Asian.
usually
That
White.
just
white.
sounds
man.
double white.
Yeah, that is the French.
Then Irish, you even more white on top of that. Japanese.
Japanese?
They're the white Asian people.
The white.
Oh,
That's so
God, no.
mean. That's
No,
so
they're
mean.
not.
And
They're
And
not
was.
Chinese.
This Tanaka
Nah.
saying a lot. But what if they're
They're milkier than like under the skin look a little bit white.
They're not the niggas of the Asian people.
That's the Vietnamese.
The Vietnamese, but the white Asian people are Japanese for sure.
The Vietnamese are the niggas, dog.
Yeah, they the niggas.
that boy said he Filipino? What makes a Filipino? Like, what's the mix there?
Chihuahua.
It's
Oh
like,
God, we just gonna start the shit racist? We gonna be
It's
racist?
like kind of like this. It's like Southeast Asian.
It's like I
Kinda
thought it was like
No, I mean,
Hispanic.
I mean like the etymology side of it, like
like
not
a-
like
kinda
what
like-
made them
It's like a Hispanic and Asian type
mix.
Yeah, like, I think a little Native American too,
Maybe.
because it's right there, like so close to America, and it's right there on like a nice little area.
Well, I think he was joking, but
From the islands.
he said I'm a quarter Japanese, and he said no, you're Filipino. Nigga told him he was Filipino. That's where that started. So someone basically he said when asked about his Asian heritage, Hollywood actor Dean Cain disclosed, "Well, I'm a quarter Japanese," and he then recalled the last time I went to the Philippines, I met with someone, and he asked, "Are you part Filipino?" And I said, "Well, I'm a quarter Japanese." He said, "No, you're Filipino." And I said, "Well, I'm a quarter Japanese." He said, "No, you're Filipino." So now I'm Filipino. That's where that started.
Nigga,
bro.
Jedi mind tricks.
Well, when it's wrong, you better do what the wrong do.
I feel like that
Well,
ass is
like
gonna be
like
buzzed if
Grease,
you
right.
you ain't be Filipino with that man.
You not Filipino? Oh, I'm gonna show you. You'll be Filipino afterwards.
Oh man, son. Well,
Filipino.
nigga, what you were saying before that though?
Oh, me?
I thought you were saying something.
Man,
But-
we're talking about Spanish Superman.
I think. Oh, we just talking about. I think no. D got his own one because they were showing Michael
Yeah.
B as Superman. But I'm like, Oh no, this guy was saying that one reason why, just like how one reason how Batman should be white, that Superman should be white, I can say should be because once again he's alien, but a merited reason to keep him white is he's blending in Kansas.
Oh yeah. A nigga out there in Kansas, he'd have been using superpowers to fight racism.
Valid. I don't know
He'd have been ran away from a clan.
I don't know if y'all ever been to Kansas, but
Never been.
The niggas are scared.
Oh, Kansas. I forgot how Kansas is, because Kansas is part of the South too.
It's like
It's part of the South. Oh, that was Middle America, yeah. But and another thing about Superman whole deal when he's Clark is he's blending in, and it's harder to blend in as a black person than as just random white guy. So I could take that point and say why they keep Superman white on that end. And if he came to this planet, and even if he came to this planet, let's say he was able to choose how he wanted to look. If he landed in Kansas, that's all he saw of humans at that point.
I can just imagine if he fell into like a white family.
He did.
And he would be, I'm talking, he'd be black.
Oh,
and,
the same black dude fell into Kansas. That would suck.
And then they tell him, listen, Clark, now I know you're going to the people are going to judge you differently. Not just because your powers.
They have to have the double talk.
Right.
Bitch, you're alien and you black in
when
Kansas.
When pull you over, you're going to have to show strength. Even though you're stronger than them.
Oh.
But why would they put me over? Because I'm an alien? No, not at all. They don't even know you're alien. But you are an unidentified object. and to them, you will be holding one.
And best believe, if they ever did find out you were an alien, things ain't looking too good anyway.
Run, Forrest! Run!
Straight up and down, dog.
Better fucking Flash Gordon, nigga.
Oh my goodness, dog. Let's get into the show, man. Fuck it. I'm trying to break down this weed. I need a new goddamn grinder.
You need one of them grinders that spin in a circle that take your weed up like
something, dog. Like one of the reasons why I start the show because I was like, well, I like to start the stove. How about I say short the stove? That reminds me when I first got American Horror Story. I was so scared. Boy, that was my fucking first roll, son. I was so scared they was gonna cut it. I was swore they was gonna cut me or cut some parts out because I fucking kept saying stock in the boxes instead of stacking the boxes. Remember I was telling you, I was like, they gonna cut me, dog. I just kept saying it.
The record's like, this one country nigga.
That's one of my favorite acting stories from you.
Stocking the boxes.
Like, even my partner was like stocking the boxes.
Ball stocking the boxes, boy.
It happens to
dog, every time they say rolling, and when they say cut, I'm saying it. Stacking the boxes. Like I stacking the boxes. Boom. Rolling. I'm stocking the boxes, man.
Alright, so you're a slave, man.
I mean, I got it right at least one time, apparently.
Martin, trailer, now.
They never stopped me, dog. Like, I just felt like that white man just thought that was my fucking take.
Right, he's like, man, I don't know what kind of decision this is, but this could be a good one.
We're going to find a way to make this shit work. Okay?
And he wound up, I guess, finding the take where I said it right and did the right thing. But, yeah, I usually like to start the show with a blunt already rolled and such, but fuck it.
We got pens, though.
It's all good.
We can multitask.
The Potty Mouth Pothead Podcast is in the building, man. Welcome to the Fly with Bats Podcast. Ooh. Episode, is it 75? 75 side A.
3/4 century, dog.
We getting there, man. Yes. It's that actor guy, Martin Bats Bradford, man. You can find me at Facebook as Martin Bats Bradford, but on all your other social media platforms as Mr. Bats. Spell that Mr. out or you ain't gonna find me. As usual, man. Me and my brothers.
Whoa, what up? Live from the 7th Circle of Hades. It's your boy D Mac coming at you live. And catch me on Instagram at FrenchBread.kid. And make sure you follow my motherfucking clothing line at Your Dig 504. Got some new shit about to come out on your ass. And yeah, I'm here for 75.
Man, hold up, son. This nigga's lying. That boy is never on FrenchBread.kid. He is Your Dig brand.
Basically.
That boy, FrenchBread.kid just exists to let you know that someone named Devin McCoy exists as a person.
There's a person behind the brand. It's not a robot. That's all it's for. But yeah, I'm still here. You hear me?
Whoa, nah. Passe wine. It's your boy AlphaJo, fresh out of the gumbo, still deep in the roux. And if you're out in the streets and you're looking for me, you can find me on IG, AlphaJo, no E, 504, bitch. 75 side A, we in this bitch. Fuck Lamar.
He got out the way early.
At the very end.
I think he did talk shit about you in the episode. I think.
Until a while, I saw another video of a stepdad getting sideways kicked, like a roundhouse. And I wanted to show him that just to know if he ever get out of line, what's gonna happen to him.
I think you messed up something on your intro on one of the last episodes.
I know last. I remember that.
Something.
I said, fuck it.
And he brought it up.
Oh, he did.
And he said, no ice cream for us. He said, no ice cream for us. You didn't get it.
Huh?
You hear me? But,
Guess what? Your stepdad body, you should have left the ice cream a long time ago.
that's my
All right.
nigga. But, how did Category 5 coming? What's going on with it, bro?
Last week for weather, right?
Yeah, I stopped it last week for the weather. But,
For people that don't know, man, Joe hosts this battle rap fucking, that's what it is, fucking battle rap. What you call it?
so check this out. It's a called Bars Battle and Rap Session. And what you do is, instead of like coming as a plain old fashioned, not to say plain old fashioned, but as what
Traditional.
You know, traditional rap battle, you can come in that thing and battle song for song. And either we could put it on the beat and you can battle like a freestyle, or you could come in with your own beat and battle your song versus someone else's.
That's tight.
At the end of it all, whoever the last top two to compete with each other will win a cash prize. But all right, the last two to compete, they have to freestyle battle against each other.
Oh, levels.
So that's the thing. Once you reach that last level, you got to battle against each other, and the person who wins get bragging rights for a week, cash prize, and they got to defend their title next week.
You know what? There should be some kind of
We gotta record that shit.
some kind of belt that somebody has. Like if they're the reigning champ.
That's gonna come.
Ducats.
Like it's coming.
Yeah.
It's coming. No, because
Yeah.
that idea is in the makings. That's coming after like we get so many weeks into it.
Yeah.
And we have like a real true competitor that's been like having it. We'll give him a title.
Some
Like
kind
maybe
of
for the
belt.
year. Yeah.
Some kind of little fancy mic that lets people know that you're the best battle rapper.
And that's true too. It don't even have to be a belt. Even if it was something like you said, a fancy ass
I like
mic.
that. I like
Just
that.
some
Fancy
trinket to show
Yeah,
I'm the
just
champ.
Just some kind of trinket.
I think a fancy mic is in order.
You hear me?
There you go.
Heard it from D-Mac live. I got that from D-Mac.
But how's it been? Like how do people been coming?
The
Like
last
what's it
one,
been?
people did come through. You know what
Word.
I'm saying? I even got a video of them spitting and shit like that. One
I
girl
saw that.
came and ripped it. I just need more attendance. That's all. More people to come and spit. You know.
It's a new thing.
It's a new thing.
Yeah.
And it's gonna take time.
Mm-hmm.
As all things.
Me and the owner had a couple of words because I decided to cancel the show, and the owner was like, he thought we could have it inside. And I was trying to let him know that what I'm trying to do, the establishment is not built for inside like that.
Mm-hmm.
Like what my thing show is, it's not like what your audience that you have inside and how it's even set up. It's just not built for that. You know what I'm saying? It'll kill the show.
Yeah.
You think it
And on
will?
top of it, I think it definitely will. On top of all that, it was a time where I just made the call because the weatherman said it was below freezing temperatures. People stay inside.
Let's be smart here. I mean, you wasn't gonna get an audience.
And people have it. A few people hit me up, but the thing is, those few people were audience members. I didn't have no performance coming through.
Even worse.
So like, I was gonna be in that bitch shucking and jiving for the most part. You know what I'm saying? Which I don't mind. But in a cold night like that, dog, I'm not about to put everybody at risk. You know what I'm saying? I'll just chill on it. You know what I'm saying?
That's
Do more
understandable.
promotion. But the owner wasn't feeling that. You know what I'm saying? So they told me, he said, I didn't think I should have a co-host in case that happened. And that's when I had to put the foot down and say, no.
That's my show.
No. Not only is it my show, dog, there's no need for a co-host because this show there's no need for a show like this to have a co-host.
Right.
It's not that big of a show.
All you need is my nigga from 8 Mile, man. It was just him, nigga. You heard me? It wasn't two of them. It was just him with the dreads, nigga.
He never was like, oh, right, dog, and give it to my other partner, John, over it.
Yeah, it's John. No, man.
Never, dog. So I told him that's a no. And, now I got to have a meeting with him to see where we all stand. But the thing is, I might have to take category 5 and blow that bitch somewhere else.
And somewhere else. I mean, because I think because at first, from what I remember, it was just traditional battle rap. But where you're taking it, how it's evolved into song for song, verse for verse. If you side freestyle for freestyle, but then in the end, you gotta show your merit that you can basically make them go through the test of hip hop. Let me peep your cipher. Let me peep your song. All right, now you got to do the real. I like that level shit, and it's a cash prize. No matter how much money it is, bitch, you got more money than you would have left. So I feel like just conceptually, you can go to another venue if they won't house you. You know what I'm saying? It's just it's like figuring out a way to crack that code on attendance, and everybody has that problem when it's starting something.
I'm not worried about that, dig. You know what I'm saying? Because I know all the work I got to put in for it. And I also know one thing about me that I do got a good pull in the city of a lot of people I know.
You been inviting rappers?
Yeah.
Specifically? because we reach out to them specifically.
I have been reaching out specifically,
Yeah.
but the thing is, I got to reach out even more specifically.
Specifically. That's going to bring them in.
Because the thing is, I've been tagging certain rappers this and the third and fourth, but no, I got a DM.
Make them feel special.
Make them feel special.
You want them to come out, etc., etc.
I gotta do the 9.
Yeah, cause that's because you still building. It's from scratch. Like this is totally your thing. It's from scratch. So sometimes tagging a nigga and shit, they might not see the tag. They might think that you already got other people that know, nigga.
No,
come through.
Come through.
And some people like you gonna be established in some shit. What if you the first champ? You know what I mean? What if this thing does blow? What if this thing get like? There's so many ways something like that can go. Because currently nothing like that is happening. Right. Bitch, it's not even just rappers. Y'all need to go poet for poet. You can have a Poetry Night edition, nigga, but it just gotta match up right. You know.
Oh man, slam Poetry Night.
You can have an edition one night for that, or mix them. You can have like them on the same night.
I'm gonna have it like to where at the end, like once a month, we get a special edition of something that could be, and it could be like one month it could be poetry, next one it could be songs.
You know what I mean? I feel like keep it normal how you got it now.
But I'm talking about it once a month, like a special once a month thing.
But what I'm saying is, if it start blowing. And that once a month start being like people like that shit, then I would incorporate. Okay, here's a list for rappers. Here's a list for poets. And on the same day, 2 different shows is fine too. But I'm thinking just on the same night, you got your rounds that's gonna be rappers and your rounds that's gonna be poet. And there's a poet champion and a rap champion or some shit like that. Yeah. The intercontinental in the world and shit. You feel me?
Honestly, I see what you're saying.
And then you might be a double champ if some nigga finagle that poetry and that fucking rap.
Shit. You got both belts?
That's what I was trying
That's the nigga. That's the nigga.
Boy, this episode is just saved. It's about to be the show is up another level. Y'all heard it here first.
It's gonna be nice, dog. I'm very interested. I went your first day and nobody was there. Like fuck, man. And then after that, I got caught up in my own shit. But I'm gonna try to come to the next one.
I got set up for it though. Looks so nice, brother. Got it with that red. Like that's another thing.
That's how it looked tight when I saw that.
I added that shit, dog.
I like that red light.
Shout out to Cartel Clark, man. He gave me 2 LED lights.
What up, Clark?
And these things had C-clamps on and everything, dog. And I'm telling you, that shit is just amazing, bro. I played with that shit, could move shit different colors. I even gave one for the WBOK that we're gonna start using for the 12:30 show.
Okay.
Remember when I always used to tell you about how I want to
12:30 show. He got that back
in the studio 12:30.
Oh, I got you. Yeah. We do the performances. Nice.
And I remember I used to always tell you how like I wanted to find a way to cut off the lights and put more light in the to make it like a real studio.
Yeah.
And now that's my one.
Because the only person that did that was Kalena.
Right.
That one time.
She gave me an idea of like, what the fuck? Like when I saw it, I was like, this is dope. But how can I make this fly all the time? I wanted to be a studio.
Yeah.
So with that LED light, man, that shit can make it really look like that shit, dog. Make it look real fire to like where the lights can be going off, changing, giving regular light, any kind of light they want. So I'm just thinking.
As long as it still picks up on camera nights.
Oh, no.
Because you don't want to be like too dark that we can't see him and shit. That's all.
These LEDs so good, dog, that when you put them in a room, especially like Studio 1230, you cut them lights off, it'll illuminate them so good. You know what I'm saying? Cool. But also, we're going to do tests, of course.
Yeah, of course. Gotta be smart about shit.
Right, that's how you do that.
You gotta test the rats out.
Yeah, man.
But, dog, that shit has upped my show 10 times a million, dog. Like,
I mean, you just starting. Like, this really the first month, nigga. That's what I'm saying. It's building blocks. That's what I'm saying. Anybody listening to New Orleans area, man, if you know spitters, if you know poets, if you know motherfuckers that's hip-hop motherfuckers, man.
I just joined the Southern Rap Battle League. They put me in their group on Facebook.
I didn't even know there was a Southern fucking rap battle league, nigga.
Well, because I also got plugged in the niggas in the Rap Battle League here.
Yeah.
In the New Orleans Battle League.
There's a New Orleans battle league?
You should be okay. Never mind. I
mean, bring these niggas in.
I know. I hate them niggas up. I call them niggas. But see, the thing about them niggas is that what I do and what they do traditionally for traditional rap battle is different.
Come test yourself then, nigga.
The thing is, that's what I'm calling you up to do. But what they want to do and what they like to do and what most of them really do is like they get an opponent that they get the chance to prepare for, and then they also get paid for being on the tier card. Yeah. I can't pay you already just to show up and have this battle with this person like that. You dig?
Right.
Everything kind of be on another level with this shit. So I do hit them up, but I also understand why some of them don't come or don't fuck with it because either they preparing for a battle, B want to get paid for being on a top tier card
because they feel like they got that clout at that point too.
And C because like most niggas that battle rap that I know of don't really have too much focus on mic with the lyrics as far as like on the crowd work. Yeah. The battle rap and the scheme of that is what they kind of concentrate on. And if they can't do that, they ain't really gonna fucking.
I mean, but that's always a different kinds of poets and battlers. They got some that are good at the lyrics. There's some that got the good at the stage presence. Right. There's some that's great at both. You feel me? But it's interesting when I see, like, especially when I see poetry shows, where I see somebody, man, holding their little tablet, and I'm saying, you saying the most eloquent poetry ever, but you have no goddamn stage presence right now.
Because the thing is, you at the wrong event. There's a place where you can read this at.
They got intimate settings where they do that. They got circles. They got clubs for that shit.
But no, you over there reading it at the place where the girl right before you came up in that bitch, and she was like, bullets and the backs of babies' heads.
Son.
And do emotions and shit. Man, no.
That was my thought for the longest. That's how I got into poetry even harder when I didn't have an acting outlet, dog. That's
of course.
Nigga, niggas start doing poetry, you get to act. That's how I would slaughter so many people just off of stage presence alone. You hear me? So it's like one of those things of, I always pay attention to that, dog. Like, people who have any kind of acting background, when we see Raheem perform, when we see you do your shit performing, you know what I mean? Whenever we see our people do things that's not acting, but it's still some form of performing, you can tell, nigga, you got that performance history with you because you can't not.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
We ain't even get into the shit, man. We just talking our shit, man. So, yeah, man, before we start up into the segments and all that, man, let's shout out our people on that screw. You dig? He pulled that bitch up nice. The Your 30 podcast with your...
30?
Wait, pause. The Your 90 podcast with the Arrogant Observer and Marty Edwards, because y'all motherfuckers don't do 30-minute podcasts no more. Y'all do 90. They had a vow that they was going to try to keep time last time, and they did like 50. 75. So I'm sorry.
Y'all approximately.
The Approx 70. Y'all the Approx 70 podcast.
The approximately podcast.
Approximately.
You dig? But yeah, they're called the Your 30 with, our niggas. The Misbelief Radio Show podcast with DC Paul, Oshun Lilith, Mystique, Malik the Historical Geek,
The Mystique,
Jay Steele, Fat Girl Nola, and us. Also check the review in that show out. That also includes Jay Steele from the Misbelief Radio Show podcast and Marty Edwards from the Your 30 podcast. The On the Lake.
Ding, 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 ding.
The On the Lake. Come in live, straight from stage left. Straight from, I can't do it. Rel be whipping that bitch.
Yeah, man, she got a...
Boy, she be whipping that bitch.
Yeah.
I can't even do her tagline. Get your shit, Rel. But like, yeah, shouts out to Rel, Sleeping Beauty, Frankie Cola, and Chelsea, me.
Yeah.
Chelsea, I don't know if I'm doing it right. She be whipping that bitch.
I think that's like some kind of like, I think that sound is a dot.
It's a dot, but Chelsea dot me?
Yeah.
Oh.
But I think that little effect is like from like an African language or something.
Yeah.
I think so. Like that's where that comes from. Like
Okay.
there's like definitely a reason for it. She explained it in one of the first podcasts.
Yeah.
They did because at first I just thought it was a sound. But
Yeah.
It actually has like meaning to it.
Meaning.
Yeah, I still think it's.
I still like a regular name though.
Still fuck my head up, dog. That
Chelsea, come on.
Like can be something like dog, like this sound is actual like. Fuck you.
It's a phonetic.
But it's we learned, or you was about to say?
I'm just saying, dog, like music and tones that really is a language.
I mean, it's so funny that you say that because you instantly make me think about, right now I'm teaching the kids gibberish. And that's exactly that, is us saying that you could communicate without using regular words. We teach that to kids. We got taught that to us. Yeah. And like the whole point of gibberish is to be able to convey your message, whether it's with your face, and I look at that's the base of that of in their world that's language and you just learn it. You know what I mean? It is very interesting because I wouldn't be able to even rap like that's something you got to grow up in. I wouldn't be able to wrap my mind in trying to learn one of those dialects.
Yeah, one of
those languages.
That'd be intense.
Nigga, I struggle with Spanish, which kind of sounds like English. Nigga, you talking about sounds, nigga.
Sound?
With your mouth.
Boy, what?
Telling full conversations. Whew. We ain't even coming close.
Nah, they ran me on the island straight up.
For Misses, nigga, if you go to the island, you deserve it. Or if we talking about the people. The 4 Misses in the Mic podcast with the misses, the girls, they ones with the rings and the things. The rings and the things, man. If you are, especially if you're in a relationship and or married, they talk about their hot shit that you need to be listening to, man. Just look them up. Therapy Noir podcast with Roxy's Way, El Michelle, Sugar Sass and Sarcasm with Kanae and her sister. 50420, fuck what you heard, Metal Hand of God, No Dope on Sundays, Home Video Hustle, and the Living Millennial podcast.
In the thousands kind of world, I'm glad I got my human.
Pronouns matter.
They do.
So, to get into the show proper, on side A, That's what we usually start with, more lighter fare and things, man. The starter section, but I'm already knowing that I'm letting you know, spoiler alert, our first story ain't too light because it's too hot to wait to side B for us to talk about. You probably don't know what I'm talking about. But after the starter section, man, we get to that Bats nerd out moment where my niggas let me bring some nerdy shit to the table and we just talk and run it. After Bats nerd out moment, we get to them sports.
Sports. Fuck yeah.
When Joe break it down and me and D just, pay attention.
Pretend like we understand what he's
or at
saying.
least know as much. You hear me? Or like for me personally, dog, I just bring in sports inspired stories. Since I watch sports, if any athlete had anything to do with anything that won sports, I'm your guy. Otherwise, Joe, sports, fuck yeah. You hear me?
And after that, we have the QOTD, huh?
Question of the day, man.
We don't have one today.
We may. One might come to mind.
Okay.
One might be inspired. You hear me? Real, where you at? Send something, goddammit. But
I got one.
see, Joe gonna throw it out there. After the question of the day, man, then we tell you to turn over to side B when we got the more, them substances, man, that etouffee today, that dose of Noel America, that fucking Noel, huh?
Bitch, I know you lying.
And a hero highlight, man. But right now we on side A. Right now we gotta get things started. We've been running it, we've been talking and all that there, but man, let's get into it. Start section.
Start this shit, baby.
Lying about how much you had made. Rumors and shit that you handmade. Would you buy this if I sold that? Hey, what the hell is my soul at? The American need for American green is America's greed. That's the American dream. Black America too busy chasing white American dreams. But we sleep, so let's everybody eat and repeat. Where the fuck the cheese? Where the mozzarella at? Tell me where it be.
I watched American Gangster again. Today.
That's the only Mafia movie, though.
I was like, man, that's my movie, man.
That's the only Mafia movie we got.
American Gangster.
Yep.
We
That
got
one and Hoodlum.
Hoodlum, American Gangster, New Jack. New Jack is technically on the slick. When you watch it, now you can see it, huh?
100%. Because they built their ground establishment from the ground up and used mafia type tactics to keep this business running.
And they said it in the film that's why they was biting off of. So I'll give us New Jack.
That's Strawberry Cough.
That's cool.
I'll give us New Jack.
New Jack.
Would Paid in Full be lightweight in the modern way?
Paid in Full as a come up story.
That's straight hood come up
Yeah,
story.
that's hood
So
come up,
it'd be Hoodlum, New Jack, and American Gangster.
Yeah.
And New Jack, it only gets its merits because it was an establishment already. Like the CMP board was already established.
It was organized.
I mean,
they
if you
built
sub
it
out
into
black to
like-
black people for white people, if you put Italians in this exact story, it's the same.
Yeah, because it's a company taking over, rising
Up, keeping it professional, trying to keep it it's the same story, just with black people, dog. You know what I mean? It's so many I always say there's so many of our movies that if it was white people, they would have got more esteem. I always say Juice is one of them. Juice is cold.
Yeah,
It's
that's
a
a great
really
movie.
good movie.
And I feel like it should get more esteem in like American dichotomy when we talking about film. We have a few like that. Boys in the Hood does. People often bring up Boys in
I
the Hood.
like Fresh. If you want to talk
Finally.
about that, like I think
I've never seen Fresh.
What?
Never
I saw
seen
Fresh.
Fresh.
It was good.
Fresh is really good. The guy, the kid that's on the wood that plays Omar Epps' younger version of him,
Yeah,
he's the kid that's in Fresh.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And Samuel Jackson's in it. But this is also the time when Samuel Jackson was in all the things. He was in a
I mean, that's his come up. It's a come up era, man.
But no, like so, and it's about this kid who, after he has enough of being in this gang, outsmarts all the gangs he's in against each other, and he uses it as well, like learning through the way of game, learning how to. He's doing it the way of playing chess, which he also learns from his father, who he plays chess with almost every day in the park.
It's a chess situation.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give it a shot because come up on those lists.
What's his name? El Pollo Loco.
El Pollo
Not
Loco.
El Pollo
Oh, Giancarlo
Yeah.
Esposito. This
Yeah.
dumb nigga. He's El Pollo Loco. I'm about Gus, bitch. Gus.
We fuck with Gus.
He said fucking Gus in that bitch, nigga. Gotta watch
He's
it.
in that bitch. He's the man. He's like one of the main villains.
I mean, I love Giancarlo Esposito,
He
dog.
plays like Hispanic gangster.
But let's get into the starter section, man.
All right.
First up on the list, man, the biggest news that's been popping across the social media streams and been causing all kind of ruckus is, Jussie Smollett from Empire was fucking got a hate attack, man. I don't know no other way to put it. Like, straight up hate attack, son. Apparently he was jumped, mugged, motherfuckers put a noose around his neck, and he was sprayed with bleach, nigga. Like,
This shit should have been on A2Fade. This shit.
I mean, I meant to put it on A2Fit, dog, but I was just thinking, like, you know what I mean? It's fresh now. You know what I mean? I don't know if we're going to record side B, so I was like, man, I just feel like bringing it up. We might have more to say because there's a
There's
few.
a lot going on right now.
Right, there's gonna be more news that's gonna come out that just update that we can also touch on Etouffee. But one of the craziest things that's been happening on my wall is just, you know what I mean, of course it started these like again gender wars and shit, or these weird ass
Gender war.
I don't know, son. Like one thing I just know I put up that was trippy to me was an observation that I just noticed. We talking about this shit off mic. I feel like when a lot of like, I felt like I wasn't seeing the support or even the attention or the acknowledgement from a lot of people, a lot of my straight black niggas that I would see if he was Trayvon or Mike. You feel me? And I was saying, man, like, is it because he's gay that we're not giving him that same push? Because I know if it was Colin Kaepernick or Future, niggas would be that all they'll be talking about. Like, man, Future got a noose put around his. I thought this man got a noose put around his neck. That's where it all stops. Period. Gay, trans, I don't give a fuck. All this shit dumb, dog. At the end of the day, dog, it's a human being. He a black person, son. And when it's time for black people to rise up, the gay people rise for all the straight motherfuckers. The women rise for all the straight motherfuckers. Like everybody else rise, but we gotta say, man, I'm trying to get all the facts. Y'all don't be trying to get all the motherfucking facts for none of these other times, dog. This is me making an observation of years of watching how shit go.
If you're a woman, if you're a black woman, dog, or you're a person of the LGBTQ, then you gotta have all these fucking
excuses, right?
You got a resume of why.
Not excuses. That's the wrong word, but what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta have a resume of why niggas should fight for you,
dude. And that like bothers the fuck out of me that I'm making an observation, and I was talking to Joe before we started this that just we got to be able to critique ourselves if we're going to push forward. It's very interesting to me that if we're talking about our daughters, or our mama, or our sister, we're very aware how dangerous men can be. Mm-hmm. But the moment that a gay dude or a woman says, man, men can be dangerous, nah, me, nigga, men, what you talking about? Niggas perfect. What talking about, my bitch? You don't like niggas. It's like, wait, dog. Just because the thing is, niggas acting like black women against us when more black women marry black men than black men marry black women. You know what I mean? They ride for us. So them making an observation or critique, or a nigga like me who's a straight black man making an observation or critique, is not here to fight or not here to say you particular is wrong or evil. It's to make this notice of, even if it's unconscious, maybe we're doing something very unconscious right now, and maybe in ignoring or not hyping more of the fact that in 2019 a nigga got a noose around, and this a famous nigga.
I mean,
you ain't even famous. They showed a famous black nigga could be touched.
Yeah.
And we ain't riding.
So we wouldn't ride
like
with,
we would.
We didn't ride with Terry Crews, like as far as being a straight black man for the most part when he came up against his sexual assault.
That's Etouffee shit, but we can talk about that if you want.
I'm just bringing that up to say.
I mean, I was written for Etouffee. That's all I'm saying.
No, I ain't bringing him up. I'm bringing up if they wouldn't even ride for him, who they know is straight. Because the fact of what subject they felt.
But that's about manhood shit.
Yeah. And
that's a whole other topic about whether you want to bring up the hot, trendy term of toxic masculinity or just say, nigga, manhood shit. Niggas be sensitive and shit. And I know it's like we're sensitive as fuck these days. I'm not saying always, but I just feel like, and I understand, dog, a lot of niggas been going down. We got the Me Too and they got niggas going down. They got them all these sexual assault cases and niggas going down. But I stand by what I always stood by. I ain't one of them niggas. So if you know in your heart you're one of them niggas, that shit shouldn't bother you because it's only protecting the women and the boys and the girls that we should be fucking protecting anyway.
Right, dog. That's me and Mom was talking about this earlier. That as being real niggas, dog, we let a lot of shit go by because it ain't really dealt with us and it ain't in our lane. But the fact is now we gotta check some of these niggas, dog, because they need it, dog. They need to hear from another nigga that be like, no, son. I don't know. Just like me. Sometimes you need to hear from somebody who look like you.
I mean, that's everybody. Everybody's like that. White people gotta check white people. Yeah. Niggas gotta check niggas. And that's what I'm saying. I'm not afraid to talk to you, nigga, and be like, no, bro, like, peep this though. Like, logically, like, look at your timeline. Because then niggas started getting sensitive. Like, so some kind of way, this gay nigga getting beat up has become a way to be attacking straight black niggas. Some way y'all women and y'all gay niggas made it about attacking us. Why y'all keep trying to attack us? And I'm like, son, like...
It's like, my nigga, it's like you want niggas to stand up for the NFL for a football game and a protest for that, but an actual, like, noose hanging or somebody who's your brother... You know what I'm saying? You're not going to say a word about it? And what's keeping your mouth shut? Because it's a
black. Fair question at the very least.
It definitely is, dog. Like, why you so silent, dog? You know what I'm saying? A few other things happened the other day with a lot of other black people. You weren't silent about that. And this man is had the utmost injustice to him. But like you said, he is famous.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They put a star on this motherfucker. The nigga from Mighty Ducks. All right?
Come
put
on,
this man
son.
on the news. Your childhood.
Dude, and it's like,
Come on, man.
it just trips me out that
Don't bullshit me. Because you
we
fuck with
us.
the bull, you get the horns.
I'm a man too. Like I was just saying, when they be like, yo, I say I'm a straight black man. How the fuck am I attacking straight black men? I'm gonna attack my motherfucking self.
And they you say you was taking. Oh man.
No, he didn't. It was like an implied thing, because other women were saying such and such, but I'm not saying anything different from these women. You hear me? But you just don't like how that woman is saying it. But I'm still.
Some niggas don't like women like that, dog, and that's because they don't like themselves like that. You know what I'm saying? They hate themselves. They hate the women figure that was once in their lives, and they can't get over that, dog. They can't figure out how to solve themselves, and therefore their hate just spews all over everywhere, especially the women. Because in most cases, dog, women are in a sense weaker physically, and I would say weaker, but probably not as strong normally as a male is, and that's probably the only place them niggas get their power from is when they empower her ass, when they overpower her ass. Because most places in the world they probably don't get power because they bitched up so much.
I just want to know. I just want to say. I hate. My niggas just ran that shit. I just want to say, like, we should be able to critique ourselves. That's part of growth. Cause, like, you know, what I mean,
if you can't take criticism,
we gotta check ourselves before we, crash.
Like, what the fuck?
you know, and it's like I'm peeping because it's like it's not just like I woke up today and say, oh, y'all ain't riding with Jussie, huh? No, it's I watched Mike Brown support. I watched Trayvon support. I watched Eric Wright support. I watched all these other people support. I watched who supported them. I know that vibe. You hear me? I've watched sport for shit even lesser than this. And who put up shit and who had all this to say. And who, for this guy, ain't got nothing to say. You can't make me unsee what I see.
Right.
You can form whatever narrative that you have from your experience, but you're not gonna tell me my experience and I'm just putting out there. And if it's negative about you, you don't tell me shit when I'm talking to these when I'm talking to these racist niggas. You don't tell me shit when I'm saying something that you like. So sometimes, dog, because I'm also putting myself in the bowl of, even though I'm a nigga that is, vocal about the Jussie thing, I'm a black man too. So that puts me in the same. Ain't nobody gonna separate me from black men. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, I want us to have a better freaking outlook. Some of the things women say about us and some of the things that we say about us that we just have as just niggas being niggas. No, we should have more respect for ourselves and from women than to just think that all of us all run by a dick, or all of us just want to just rape, or all of us just can't be wrong or conceive, or whatever the fuck. I'm not a woman. I don't know all the fucking gripes, but some of them gripes is valid. Some of them gripes is in your motherfucking head, but some of them gripes is some straight deep shit that I feel like we need to take in sometimes.
Yeah.
How you felt when you heard the story, man?
Dude, I think the biggest thing about me was something that you touched on earlier was the fact that this was like a famous dude, like high profile, usually high security, like even somebody like him was able to be reached.
And it's a thing too, people forget that like he making a lot of money in Empire, but everybody don't got security. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Some people want
to live their life without security,
Yeah.
Because some of the niggas are bringing that up. How come he had his security? Well, maybe that nigga doesn't have security shit. Like
maybe that night or whatever, you know what I'm saying?
Dog.
I will say this also.
Maybe we should have had security.
Well, he gonna have it now. Fucked up though.
The thing that makes me sad about this shit is, aside from what the guy went through, it's just, as always, just the amazing number of people that are talking about something about this seems weird, or like, we don't have all the facts yet, and blah, 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 blah. Like, I saw a video where these two guys, like, they were making light of it, but basically they were, like, bringing up shit like, why was he going here at this time in the morning? He didn't have a jacket on, yet it was cold outside. That looks weird.
Sound like victim blaming.
Yeah, just like a lot of victim blaming.
Like when you talk to women, they get raped and shit. You be like
irrationalizations and shit, and I'm just like, wow, dude.
Why would anybody just make up some shit like this?
Like, this shit really never comes up when it's
Elton Sterling.
Yeah, when it's like normal.
Black, white people bring shit up. The niggas be like, oh, look at this. White folks have brought him a jacket.
Yeah.
And white folks is wondering, like, why is he walking outside with a spray can in his house looking like a gun?
I mean, and all victim blaming is the same type of verbiage. Because, like you say, you think about white people, I'm thinking about niggas who blame women, and D running the whole thing about how they blamed his gay ass. It's like, You know what I mean? All of the circles, the same type of vibe when you're going to blame the victim instead of asking the right questions, which is, nigga, like, why would they do that? How can we get more? Like, there's better questions to ask that don't have to make that person the onus of their own attack.
Right.
Because niggas got it, because the thing is about victim blaming, dog, is projecting, dog.
Yeah.
And there's something deeper within yourself is that you make, the victim wants you to blame them for a problem that's brought upon that person.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, maybe it's deep down inside you have a homophobia that you don't want to address.
Most people are strongly in denial of their isms, whether racism, homophobia, sexism. Once again, we often speak about that, but you got to understand that to have certain conversations with people, and if you're really trying to have growth, you have to go into that conversation understanding there's blood on your hands.
Yeah.
Everybody has blood on their hands. In some kind of way, in this country, we all doing wrong in some kind of way to someone else without even noticing that shit. So you got to know not to take that shit personally coming into the conversation. If you gonna take it personally and be sensitive, then we can't have the conversation. If a woman says men are trash, don't shit on her first. Talk about, okay, how you coming from? Why do you feel this? Why, you know what I mean? Right. Let's talk, because there's something at the root to that once you see where she coming from, you realize again, okay.
But every nigga ain't Dr. Phil.
Every nigga ain't Dr. Phil, dog, but don't start them Dr. Phil-ass questions a lot of times. Like when we see these niggas under these women walls, or these women under these niggas walls, everybody ain't exempt.
Yeah,
and starting shit, but don't want to hear the other side of shit.
Don't be out here giving Dr. Phil lessons if you ain't trying to listen.
Nigga, my nigga T hopped in on my wall recently, and T don't never post about shit on my wall. He usually be laid back because he ain't like the social media nigga. Mm-hmm. And I knew it was important for him to write because he never writes. Right. And he stood out because he never writes. Because he know that's not his style. I'm not that nigga that's about to be doing that. You feel me? So that's one thing I respect. That's when he jumped, I'm like, oh, look, my nigga T, let me see what he's saying. Mm-hmm. Know yourself, nigga. You can't, so he would never be trying to talk that shit because at the end of the day, he don't do that. But some niggas will try to play both sides and be like, look, well, I ain't no Dr. Phil ass nigga, but this how you should live your life. Wait, why'd you jump and come at this person and don't want the background, don't want to get read, don't want to even read the other side.
Cause niggas just want to talk. They really will give advice to themselves, dog, and they just want to project it on someone else. They really want to hear themselves talk, dog. I come to the conclusion a lot of times, dog, that when niggas say a lot of shit that just don't make sense, and I know they have better intelligence than that, then they want to live in this kind of lie.
But some don't.
Some
are ignorant, literally.
Some are ignorant, dog. But after a while, my nigga, you can't be too ignorant when the world is just some. How long is you gonna be ignorant, my nigga? I don't know. How that's a deep box you're living in.
I mean, because a nigga, if you don't know you in a box, or you in a box.
That's true too.
Everybody else might know, but you in the box, it's like Truman Show, man.
Yeah, dog, I understand. Niggas ain't all got the chance to eat the pill yet.
Right. That's the best. I mean? That's the best way to put it, dog. Everybody get a chance to eat that pill. So at times you got to be a little bit more patient. Because I had to learn that a lot of times. We didn't have that conversation amongst each other as niggas. You gotta be patient, dog. If a nigga ain't where you at on a certain topic or a certain whatever, that you can't shun them for not being where you at.
This shit is so tooth and nail with the fucking like pulling of it, dog. Like it's like pulling teeth. Because some niggas hold on to their old fucking rituals and foreign ways, dog.
Niggas gotta be right.
Niggas don't want to update to their time because their time also means that they gotta let off that power. We always talk about that, dog. Mm-hmm. And once you let off that fucking power and understand that, dog, this world is much more equal than it was, and niggas, you ain't the shit like you thought you were.
That is what's making niggas uncomfortable. When that other people are getting power, and now you have to face things that make you uncomfortable. So now you feel like you're being attacked. Because I feel like whenever I see my niggas saying straight black men are being attacked, you sound like these white niggas. Dog. You sound like these racist white niggas anytime we progress. Y'all don't hear the similarities?
Right.
Son, most men that beat women are niggas who can't fight other people of their size, or stature, their peers. So they hit on women because they can't really hit no one else. Most niggas that like pick on a certain group do that because they can't do nothing else. Though,
right, because they feel powerless in every other aspect of their life.
And all these niggas that came at Jussie Smollett are some powerless ass niggas who at that one moment feel like could be powerful on some level as a group together.
Like they say, MAGA hat might as well be a Ku Klux Klan hood at this point. Son.
I mean, that was
you know what I'm saying?
I'm about to say, I feel like that's
established. It's been established, dog. But now that you're attacking people with the hats on, oh yeah, now we got the goods. We've been at the goods, but now we got the goods.
I think it was an eye opener for white people more than us.
True. True.
Losing that bitch like.
You think that's gonna open her fucking eyes?
No.
I mean, once you get the Kleenex to wipe the tears away and turn on to mama's family, it's forgotten about.
I think what you really saying as well as from the dump, black people didn't fuck with it.
Right.
This is going to show some white people. You see, people are out there doing fucked up things. Now, it might not change how you see black people. It might not make you do anything differently. But now you cannot ignore that.
Trump's brigade.
Justify it all you want, because that's what a lot of them do. Just justify it away.
Put whatever reason you want to put behind
right.
it.
But don't ignore it.
People wearing MAGA hats and screaming MAGA.
And screaming MAGA. You hear me? People's lives on the line. You feel me?
Nah, I say prayers up to Jussie Smollett. I think it's fucked up. I think it's also fucked up. People needed proof for all this shit. This and the third.
I mean, I don't think it's fucked up that people needed proof. I understand wanting proof of something and not to just get wrapped up in the sensationalism.
I understand that too, but like the thing is, like, you don't, like you said, we said it earlier. You don't.
You wasn't tripping like that for other things.
But it was Michael Brown and all that. There was no other proof.
Really, they only say that when it's women and now gay niggas, because it was the same. It's the same shit that happened for another case. Well, it's what women say all the time when it's a rape situation. But remember with this thing with old girl who they busted in her fucking house and killed her.
Oh yeah, I forgot her name.
But she was protecting her kids, man, and she was busting back at the cops and they killed her. And I remember a lot.
It's not Sandra Bland.
And it was
It's not.
It was some young girl.
And it was like she had a kid, man, but she was still young. But it was like a lot. But that's why I saw a lot of my niggas out here being like, I need more information. And that's when, like I said, that's why I started putting them. Once again, I can't unsee what I see. Y'all trying to tell me opinions of yourself, but I have these experiences that you want me to pretend like I have to make your ego feel good, and I can't fucking do that shit.
Fuck your ego, dude.
I mean, dog, I'm high as a motherfucker right now.
I'm trying to fucking black woman shot in apartment. I'm just trying to find a girl name, so you know.
I'm so mad. What is his name?
Corinne Gaines.
All right.
Yeah,
Corinne Gaines, yeah, man. And I was just like, that was one of like the first times that my eyes got open to the difference that we have
like how
versus
one-sided niggas was.
Dog. And you know, even if you look at the shit with George Zimmerman, I'm even gonna go in that direction, man. I'm just saying, dog, like bitches be open to grow, cause. Like a girl, man, put up their stats about how she got all these niggas in her DM, so now she wants to start fucking exposing these niggas who keep harassing her in her DMs. And all these niggas came at her saying she was wrong and childish for that. But I'm like, so wait, she's saying that these niggas, no matter what, whether she says something back, whether she doesn't say anything back, keep on hitting her up in the DMs, harassing her, saying whatever, even if it's saying hi to yourself for 15 years, nigga. Boom, boom, boom. Like, you're going overboard. And these niggas say, well, you wrong. So what you expect the girl to do? The culture ain't shifting. How does culture shift unless you put a fucking magnifying glass on a problem?
Let me play devil's ad for 1 millisecond. Maybe she can just block them all? No?
Look what happened to Jay the other day. She blocked the nigga because the nigga was fucking looking at her picture and made it. I was like, oh yeah, you should have photoshopped them stretch marks out. Nigga, and she
fuck him.
And he thought he made it as if he's trying to help. I'm just trying to help you out. I ain't trying to come at you because you fine as fuck. But she like, nigga, she blocked him, right?
Yeah, okay.
He hit up under another account. Why you blocked me, Jay? I'm a big supporter of yours, man. I thought I was just looking out.
I blocked his ass again.
But this the thing too.
The thing is, how many times
you gonna block a nigga like before we start teaching niggas that this isn't appropriate.
Right. Also true. Yeah. I mean, we can like still be teaching niggas.
Yeah,
like,
they can block too. Yes,
that's all I'm saying. Like, I'm not saying like not to teach niggas to like do what they're supposed to fucking do.
Right.
Like that's the first thing that.
But that's all I am saying, because the problem is that is not being established. Like it's almost like when you find out that when you like, damn, girls get dick pics a lot. Like, you know what I mean? You wonder why the fuck are they sending their dicks? It's shit like that. It's like, if you go on some of these girls' DM boxes, it's crazy how many niggas got the same script, that's doing the same shit, that's having conversations with themselves, that's 6 years old, and the women ain't. At one point, whether it's us as niggas or whomever, or as girls, screenshotting and showing that, a really good deterrent is embarrassment. At some point, people gonna fight back.
I agree.
Shit, the women have to fight back, and if it's niggas like us having to tell our niggas like, dog, that's lame, that's desperate, that's extra. Persistence is not the answer. Fuck, you know what? Stop being persistent sometimes, dog. Because a lot of times, because sometimes that shit, that persistence gets fucking masked as harassment.
Yeah,
son, it is harassment, dog. Because the thing is, no one
to themselves when we know it, but when they justify it themselves, they call it persistence.
That's being persistent.
You're persistently harassing her. You know what I'm saying?
Agree.
Agree.
Like, get the fuck out of here, dog. It's persistent.
But what some of these niggas saying?
Some of these niggas are just like, they're just like, hey, sexy, hey, slam.
No. I mean on that wall. Because me and you was both on the girl
them
wall.
Niggas, man, dog, them niggas are so disrespectful. Some niggas is like, man, you childish as fuck for doing this. You know what I'm saying? Some niggas might not take this too kindly. You putting them out there like that. And I was like, what you sending slick side threats, my nigga?
Right.
What the fuck is that, dog? That shit to me is
they fought her
trash.
more on that than even being like, say, sister.
Nigga.
Right.
One nigga was like, I see nothing wrong here.
Yup.
Man trying to holler.
Two niggas said that. I don't see what's
you.
wrong. So he sent 3 hey sexies, and within like a couple of days, she did not answer. And you don't think anything is wrong here? So really, y'all niggas just don't know how to talk to women or something like that.
That's what it gotta be, dog. Some of y'all with tactics of how y'all get the women, and the women that y'all have, guys, from the tactics y'all use, have really showed, you know, that the women that you do fuck with, they have a short pool to pick from.
Bruh, I mean, we got to be able to critique ourselves. We got to be able to tell our brother, like, look, brother, this ain't the way, son. And it starts with conversations like these. And it starts with, like I said, dog, I don't know what kind of woman I would be, but if I was able to choose the type of woman I would be, it would be exposing as women, letting these niggas, embarrassing these niggas so they'll stay out my, I know I ain't about to come at her. Because, you know, he
Well, that's what, dog, real talk, find every way you gotta protect yourself, dog. And I help you, because, dog, real talk.
That's another part that scares women is retaliation, most likely.
Yeah, dog, these niggas
retaliation
also, they trip out, dog. They trip out, they find out where you live, they come, whatever, dog. These niggas are real psychos, dog.
Yeah, and they don't even realize it.
They go too far. Because the thing is, you already went too far with the 30 messages you done sent.
Nigga.
Y'all seen that?
I need one, and that's it. I send you one message, and you don't answer. Fuck it. What you saying, my nigga?
Y'all need to watch You on.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's crazy.
That shit is bananas.
Jay loves that. She finished it out. She talked about a review on that. I watched a couple episodes. That shit crazy, man. It's basically, dog, if we had money to do details with white people, because that's what it is. It's the details, nigga, from our movie.
Ain't that a bitch though?
Dude, because the crazy part about this that show is, it's the protagonist is the stalker nigga. So everything that he does is fucked up and stalkery. He justifies it for the audience, which is why people have actually like him, because he's like Walter White shit. Even though like there are other characters that he presents as villains that really are right, but since they're his enemies and you're watching it from his lens, they're wrong. They're stopping me in my love. Even though, my nigga, you're stalking her. You're setting yourself up to meet up with her.
You're a psychopath.
It's crazy ass show, son. But the problem is, I can't ride with him because I saw the last episode first, and that's when he gets his most disturbing. But these niggas is out here. That's one thing, and he gets it through social media. That show you. These niggas is out here.
They out here.
They's out here.
Out here and about you.
You know what I mean? Oh, and did you hear about Kevin Hart got dragged for putting up the tweet to support Jussie?
You should have just ate your breakfast, dog.
Yeah, you just said you do not want to talk about LGBT. You just said you don't want to talk about none about LGBT shit no more, and that's the end of it. And you don't want to be an ally. So if you tweet out anything about an LGBT nigga getting beat up because the LGBT niggas kept telling you your jokes are dangerous because it gets us beat up, you don't expect backlash? What?
I think
Kevin
need to put his phone down.
Put your phone down, son. Go home, Kevin. Quit while you ahead, dog.
Go home, Kevin.
Cause you tripping, son. Like that was so stupid. I understand, like it's your brother and all that, but dog.
DM him, text him.
You put talk to them on. You put
Hit him up.
You put it out there for what? What you trying to do, dog? You baiting.
Cause niggas
on your niggas name.
That's the second thing that my straight niggas on my wall that feel offended was saying. It was bringing up like, what's wrong? So you can't move, you can't talk out both sides. You saying you want straight people to back gay people? Well, that's a straight nigga blacking a gay nigga. I'm like, context, timing. It was just 2 weeks ago he said he don't want to be an ally and fuck them people. Come on.
I'll be just as pissed off as like, you know, fucking Donald Trump said something about it.
Bruh. What if he started talking up about I'm looking out for black people? And that, he did say that. And how did we react? Damn.
Like fucking animals.
No respect.
Damn.
No respect.
Like, black niggas only get it when it's racism. But for whatever reason, don't see the parallels in other points sometimes.
Because they include homophobia with racism.
But the gay niggas ride for us because they black men regardless. It's really fucked up. A black woman regardless.
Some of the niggas think black gay people should be exterminated, dog. That's discredit to the race. And then you know what's funny? Some white people in the race think like that too.
Man, don't.
In America, it's crazy.
Well, speaking of white people and black people and people that were white that turned black, Ariana Grande got she got a tattoo, a Japanese tattoo that means small charcoal grill, finger.
She really don't know what it meant.
You didn't
Or she
have like
didn't
a
know.
real Japanese person.
She didn't know when she got it. She just thought it looked cool. And then they went and found out what it mean. And some people saying it means barbecue grill, but it's the same thing. It technically means small charcoal grill, finger.
You ain't get your Japanese from the spell check, bitch.
Nigga.
Wait,
Come on.
This is what happens when you try to culture appropriate everything.
Everything. You're Italian, but you're trying to look kind of black or Hispanic. You sing pretty damn good, but baby, you gotta make better decisions.
Yeah, you set yourself up for that one.
Oh, man.
Nigga said she got the number 5 with fried rice and a finger. With a heart sign on that bitch.
And you had the nerve to bust that bitch. That's what really got you.
Fucking Japanese person read that shit. What the fuck is that? Oh, this bitch here. Put this shit on internet right now.
ASAP.
Every lad nigga know.
Man, this whole guy. Chicken wings and fucking.
She got mushroom soy sauce on my fucking shit.
She got $5 box on her fucking
She
shit.
got me love you long time and shit, man.
That's stupid looking ass.
Guess what, Japan?
So I ain't go front, dog. If I was like a Japanese tattoo artist and motherfuckers came to me trying to get Japanese shit on them, dog, I would always give them some fucked up shit. I was
I put on my shit, boy, because I be like, hold on, nigga. That line don't mean that.
You better come in knowing. You better know before you start putting my language on your white, black, and Hispanic ass bodies.
Nigga, don't you break dance? Better sit your ass down.
Right. Ding, 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 ding.
Got it, nigga.
Ding, 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 ding. Bill Cosby, man. They say he going by Cliff Huxtable in jail.
Any better.
You know what?
But do what you can to survive, nigga. That's a Richard Pryor quote.
Exactly. That is him actively trying not to get raped.
Yup.
In prison, son.
Because, nigga, we said it before on the podcast called I Rape Bill Cosby. A nigga, remember that podcast? A nigga will rep fucking Bill Cosby, but you Bill kind of bad smashing America's favorite dad from back in the day. I can't for Cliff. I can't smash Cliff.
Nah, you're the third person.
Right. You real sick if you want to fuck Cliff.
You try to fuck Cliff.
Come on, man. Nah, Cliff delivered babies.
So, man, here go this story, man.
Oh, what's it saying? Cosby is reportedly telling the people still close to him that the medical affiliate. Wait, no.
Came in too close. They telling all your shit out.
He is accepting appointments from inmates to help diagnose anything from a cold to obesity.
They think he's a doctor.
if
Nigga probably poking that bitch like, be a doctor, nigga.
I'm just offering doctor.
I ain't no doctor. I'm Bill Cosby. Bitch, shut up, you Cliff Huxtable. Get him in a jacket and everything.
Yo, he says he told us that he wore a bed sheet like an apron to get into character. He said his medical skills are a tad rusty, quote unquote, and he played Dr. Huxtable, but he's still hip to the role. I'm just offering Dr. Huxtable, quote unquote. Oh my god.
That boy.
I feel bad for him, dude.
I don't.
That nigga going hard.
That sounds like fun times for him.
That is just like when Bieber was caught in the hood
Yeah,
and started making that nigga sing. It's the same shit, though.
They do
Playing
push-ups.
basketball and shit.
It's the
That's
same
that boy.
shit, son.
Bitch play basketball, Justin Bieber. Look, Justin Bieber playing basketball in my yard.
Check
Bitch
this
do
out.
some push-ups. Look, Justin Bieber doing push-ups on my lawn. Hey, bitch sing for us. Look, Justin Bieber singing to my bitch. Like that.
Son, like, dog, how many things was gonna make you do, son?
He was
you
gonna
just
do
having
it.
a breakdown. They made you do push-ups.
He had no security. They was gonna do
This
everything.
cost most people $500,000 to book this fucking singer.
Nigga.
We getting it for free. Sing, nigga.
Sing, nigga. Hold the camera.
Yeah.
Oh,
That boy
my
got hard, too.
Hold the camera.
That nigga
Hold the
sound like Josie on
camera.
that motherfucker.
That nigga's on the opposite. Somebody's on the other end of the camera like, nigga, you better
This
sing
nigga
right.
Sing that shit
They're
good,
holding that nigga,
nigga.
taking pictures of that nigga, hugging that nigga and shit.
Oh my God,
Boy,
son.
Bill Cosby, boy.
When nobody was asking Bieber what his security was when that happened.
Because apparently he security wasn't going anywhere he was going. That boy fell off in the jungles.
I mean, he was in the real jungles.
Security told him not to go there.
Tory Lanez calls out Eminem. This nigga been calling out a lot of people lately, dog.
Tory Lane's doing that stupid ass call out rappers to get your name thing going.
Yeah, he's just,
Joyner Lucas, he been
And he's a
beefing
rapper.
with. He dissed Royce the 5 Line. I mean, yeah, Tory Lanez is a fire rapper. He said he trying to go
I
at.
see all that.
He trying. I mean, writer. I meant to say. He trying to go at all of Dreamville recently. It's like this nigga on one, but I didn't see him.
That's Eminem, though, dog. He's
Coming for him.
That is a god tier rapper, dog. Tory Lanez, you are not on that
You are
level,
not a
son.
god tier
I'm
rapper.
sorry.
You just make cool music.
Yeah.
He said no one ducking Eminem. This ain't Papa Doc off 8 Mile, nigga.
Okay,
That's all you got?
You made that reference. It shows how lame you are.
Yeah, though you're lame, son. Dog,
That was
Eminem will
lame.
eat you so easily,
But
dog.
it's lame as
Num
how you
num.
play basketball.
Num num.
You know, watch him shoot a shot
you're
at
a
basketball.
Num
Put that
num.
up.
dog.
Num num.
That nigga suck.
You're
Num
a
num
bag
num
of
num num
gushers.
num.
All right, next topic. Fuck Tory Lanez.
RKelly can't find no distribution.
I'm so
Okay,
happy with
okay,
that.
good. So the culture is speaking.
It's
He got
speaking.
dropped from his
The
label.
culture is speaking.
He's speaking, yup.
Good.
And he can't
Power.
sing a fucking dime. That's
Good.
good, dog.
Good.
Now we need to just find some shit to keep this nigga arrested.
Yeah, he got to get arrested.
I think it's gonna get progressively worse.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
If like he can't find people to sell the album, then that means it's really going downhill because corporate music usually like they will sell anything if they can. Like they will sell it.
They realize
They are all saying no. Like
And
Sir,
he don't
just-
even
they have
own
shit
his
in their
music.
hands. No, right, he don't own nothing.
He don't even own nothing. He just can't even get an album out to get any kind of publicity to go touring because that's the only thing he can make money off right now is
They
touring.
wash their hands with R. son.
Good.
And they realize there's no more dollar left to be made.
and even touring, like that's probably about to start getting very tough.
Dog, what tour you gonna put on, dog?
He might only be able to stay in Chicago just for like the
And
diehard
that tour's
cult
going,
fans.
and that's gonna have a bunch of shit. You know niggas gonna boycott that shit outside.
He could be
Yeah.
at the Five Fest.
One of my
R.
favorite
Kelly at the
documentaries
Five
right
Fest.
R. Kelly gonna have to do one for the team.
You gonna suck that dick?
now. Man.
He gonna do it.
Oh my God. Nick
Another
Cannon
big
is
sucker.
about to be the guest host for Wendy Williams as she heals from Graves' disease complications.
I
But,
don't
Man,
fuck with
that's
Nick
fucking-
Cannon.
but no, that's not the Nick Cannon story I was looking for, man. The
I
one
know
that
the
went.
one you talking about.
Yeah, he
That's
drove.
why I don't fuck with him
He,
for that shit.
but he wasn't saying it about himself. He was saying that how a lot of black
How
men,
just the culture feels about it.
a lot of black men find white women to be a status of culture or
Oh,
something.
because like that's definitely not what the headline said.
Yeah, the headline said
if,
something
like, that's
different.
the context of it, then okay.
Now, I will say this though, a girl brought to my attention that, but still putting that out there is still like, why? You know what I mean? To even keep that, because it's not like it was, and to keep that into the context of people, it kind of like
I mean, you can say that, but I mean, it's just a conversation.
true. So what he said was in an interview with guest Rizza Islam posted on his YouTube channel, the actor and comedian sought to explain why, in his eyes, black women, described as the most oppressed and neglected demographic in America, are often overlooked by men of their own race. White women are looked at as success, he said. In America, we see a white woman, I couldn't have you. My daddy couldn't have you. My granddaddy couldn't have you. I would get killed even looking at you. So now, if I play for the NBA, I want them all. That was one of his
He's kind of talking in a vacuum, I feel like.
and it sparked some spirited reactions. Here it is right here. Let's see what the clip is. I'm like, I understand what he's saying, dog, but something about it just like makes my skin crawl. Even though like there is merit in what you're saying, there's a lot of niggas that do think that way. It's just so unfortunate that we're in 2019 still talking about niggas putting down black women for white women and shit.
Honestly, I mean, maybe I'm completely wrong about this, but I feel like most black men do want black women.
I feel that way as well. But I think the thing is, I think he's specifically trying to speak on it's become a part of quote unquote prestige or success. So because he's saying basketball players and shit. So I think he's mainly saying that status symbol, like because your average nigga ain't rich. You know what I mean? So your
I
average
wonder
nigga.
what the actual ratio is for the black athlete to the white wife.
I don't know, but I know the average ratio in general is most black men marry black women. More of us actually still marry. Like
That's how I
I had to
feel
look that
too.
shit up because I was in a debate with this woman once. But like I said earlier, but absolutely, like it's like 98% of black women specifically ride for us no matter what we do. It might be like 85, 90% for us not dating. Now, some shit like that. Now, I don't know the real numbers. I don't know numbers. What I'm saying is black women do ride harder, but generally speaking, we usually marry each other.
Yeah.
But that's a different position a lot of these niggas get put in when they get rich. And like, I guess Nick trying to give some context to it, but it's just like, why is this, like, fuck this whole conversation to a degree. Like,
It really is for this whole conversation, dog. And the fact that you break, because the thing is, this topic is old as dust. The whole white woman status, this is all the way back to Halle Berry Fonte. But the thing about that,
even further back.
But the thing about that time and this time is that we can make changes for that. You know what I'm saying? We don't live in that kind of world. And so,
but in a way, we still do.
The thing is, we don't have to. We do, but we don't have to. It doesn't seem like he's trying to tear it down. Was his next statements?
I don't know. We got to watch it, but that's an interesting note. If he's trying to uphold it, did he stay neutral? I don't know.
On the flip side of it, also, I don't want to shame any man for marrying any kind of woman. Like, I don't think there's anything wrong with.
I mean, dog, you can marry who you want to, dog.
Marry a white person, like.
I think the specific thing that's an issue is when you fetishize the white woman as a trophy or your version of success. I feel like that does a detriment to yourself and to that white woman.
I understand.
You feel me? I feel like, dude,
relationship, yeah.
you know what I mean? And to black women on top of it, because you're specifically saying you're not valuable.
Mm-hmm.
My thought of success is this white woman. And that is what's fucked up. If you naturally was a nigga that just date, I date black, I date Hispanic, I date, do your thing, my nigga. I'm not against interracial dating.
Right.
You hear me? But what I'm saying is, be earnest with that shit, dog.
Yeah.
Don't go at her cause you white.
Right.
That's fucked up. That's all. I guess we'll see a snippet of what Nick talking about.
Let's see what the fuck boy talking about.
I see. We can leave now. Man, look.
I don't eat pork, but goddamn the white women, as Jamie Foxx said.
That's true. Listen. I'm gonna tell you, man. That's funny. See, that's really what he wanted to ask the whole time. All right.
Nah, but I mean, we joke and we play, but the first question when we understand that white people aren't allowed to join the nation, but even when we're talking about love, and if love is truly an unconditional thing amongst all people and humanity and the organisms that we are, why? Because the color of someone or the lack of melanin in someone's skin, I can't love that person.
Well, the easiest thing I can tell you, brother, and how we're talking nation is, of course, the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan teaches us that love is from and of God. Love is superior and supreme and above color. He has absolutely stated this. This is actual facts. He will not speak unless it's actual facts.
Right.
So when it comes to love, that is speaking from a God-like perspective. Original perspective, untainted, clean, spotless, without stain or blemish, without any type of destructive past and historical understanding as to why it may be in the best benefit of my people or not of my people. The reason why the white woman, brother, and we can go into the anatomy, we can go into biology, we can go into history, we can go.
What y'all niggas gotta see? That boy Joe looked at me. He looked at me as soon as that nigga said the white woman. He seemed a little excited about the white woman. I'm like, you sure?
I'm about to dig into your ass, nigga.
Okay, because I thought he had a flashback. Like, bitch, you got a Becky at the crib that you hiding.
This nigga reminds me of the In Living Color skit. When them boys was in prison.
I need to
the Constitution of the dichotomy.
They be saying that's T.I.
Of the evolution of the man.
The white woman. The delectable.
He sounded like that also with a mix of the nigga from Don't Be a Menace to South Central.
Oh, he looked like that nigga on the slick too with these glasses.
Like, my brother, the white woman is the devil. And I will plant my seed in her.
Onto culture.
Right.
Is not ideal for the black man is because if you want to have the best of another black man, you have to have a black man and a black woman to have a black child.
Even though a black man and a white woman can still have a black child.
Now you're dealing with biology. All right, now you're dealing with that, which, by the way, because we have the dominant gene.
Yeah, we have the dominant gene. So
regardless,
a black man is gonna make something else black.
Period.
No matter what you mix them with.
Period. Which is cultural or not cultural, pardon me, which is genetic annihilation.
Right.
Now that's another area I can go in, and a lot of people are like, okay, but come on. Yeah. But it's like, well, right now,
but we can't if we're speaking science as we evolve. Mm-hmm. We are creating this one race. It's gonna happen.
It's gonna go back to the original.
It's gonna go back. So why fight it? Because so really, when engaging with a white woman, all you is bringing it back home. You're bringing it back home. You're allowing to create the original man once again. We all gonna be beige in a minute anyway.
Right.
Now I can't. Now one thing,
that's some slick talk.
There's a lot of slick talk going on from both of these.
Yeah, I was gonna say they're both really slick talking.
Slick talking to fucking each
other.
And it's
false logic.
And I'm feeling like I gotta get to this quote of his because Nick is beaming with pro-white woman love right now. Like, yeah, let the niggas fuck these white women. I'm not saying niggas can't fuck white women, but what I'm saying is,
you just gotta, play the part.
I know he playing, the opposite or whatnot, but it just feels like he riding for that side. I'm like, dog. And now I'm about to see why some people gonna backlash on you, even if you're not speaking of yourself. if in the first 5 minutes of the interview you riding for the right, quote unquote, for the black man to fuck some white women, and then you say that, and you're a successful black man, and your wife is, Mariah Carey is black, but when you saying all that shit, that's when they got more darts to throw at you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's like interesting.
That black is to some people a little diluted.
Exactly. And I'm not gonna say that, but I'm saying to other people, it's what we said about Kevin Hart. Don't leave yourself open for the lick, bro. Some of y'all set yourself up for the lick.
Right now, mind you, that's down the line. Right now, that's a couple hundred years, a couple thousand years. Right.
Wait, stop though. But what you were saying was speculative.
The annihilation of genetics.
Yeah.
That he's talking about. Like, what he was trying to say is that even if there's nothing wrong with dating white people, when you mix the races like that, like you're slowly
killing
destroying black people, when
but
that is just not fucking true.
But then he followed that up with that agreeing with Nick Cannon that it's all about to be one race and it's the black race we're coming home. So how can you say it's genetic annihilation and at the same time say that
it's double speak.
It's gonna be you coming home regardless of anything.
Right.
Because he's a radical Muslim. You know what I'm saying?
White people.
Radical. He's part of the fucking jihad, and like we need to like chill. Like some real talk. Nick Cannon is a.
These are two goofy ass niggas talking. That's what the fuck this is. These are two dumb niggas.
I just want to get to the quote. I want to see how the quote come up.
They smart.
And I don't know exactly where the quote comes, dog.
You gotta put that bitch on the insert later.
Which is true. And they see it, according to the United States Census Bureau right now, they're saying that by the year 2042, America will be a majority brown country. Yeah. They are saying that white people are having more deaths than they are having births. Yes. So one perspective for other people would be, listen, we
gotta save the white folks. Right. I gotta be with all the white women so I can save you.
No, it's the opposite. I can't be with you because I don't want to kill you.
Yeah, right.
And that's some people's true. But in the nation's perspective,
and that's some of their arguments as when you see some of these super conservatives and people in these certain areas.
There's truth
these white nationalists.
They really be on that white genocide shit, thinking that we're gonna take them out. Like, you know how many of y'all is? You sound stupid. And now Michael said that. That'd be fucked up. Anyway.
Anyway, come on, bitch. Give us some play action.
Give us some of this black penicide.
Penicide.
Oh man, Nick Cannon.
They just like, yo, we trying to not be extinct.
And there's truth to it. See, and so it's like, you know what? I agree with you. I agree with you, white man. I want to be with a black woman. Why? Because I was forbidden from loving you. I couldn't look at you or else
that's what made me want it even more.
Look at this, look at this.
Oh, I can't have you.
Look at this.
I'm gonna control you.
See this, look at this. Look at this. See, this is terrible. Y'all look terrible.
But I mean, we joke, but these are the real things.
It's real.
One of the reasons why white women are looked at as success. Because in America, we see a white woman, I couldn't have you. My daddy couldn't have you. My granddaddy couldn't have you. I would get killed even looking at you. People, if they thought I whistled at you, they would murder me, beat me, drag me down the street. So now, if I play for the NBA, I want them all. and I could afford them all. That's what they're thinking.
And the sad thing is, that has to do with the slave master mentality.
It does. Because we're superseding it.
Nah.
I was your slave for this long. Now I'm gonna take your woman, and because your woman always wanted me. She always dreamt about.
Oh, she had you in the barn.
Yeah, but that's what I think because
she snuck and had you
because
anyway.
it was forbidden. It was forbidden. So therefore, now that it doesn't have to be forbidden, I'm gonna show that I'm the superior being. I'm the dominant original man, and I'm gonna act within that. So therefore, that's why I believe at times we're like, yo, once you get money, once you get success, I'm not following anyone else's rules. I'm gonna love who I want to love.
And the interesting part about that is, we don't want to sit here and say, well,
I don't hear Nick Cannon anything tearing this shit down. It seems like he is.
He sounds like he riding that shit. He got really passionate about that.
He's like, nah, dog, fuck that shit.
He been thinking about that for a while.
I never could, like my people never could step up to a white woman without repercussions. Now I got all this shit that I can step up to anybody who I want. Yeah. Especially the white woman.
Yeah.
I'm about to step up to the white woman.
Yeah, see, now, like, I'm getting why some people probably felt the way.
It's a pride thing
because, again, if you take in the entirety of the conversation and the side that you decided to go with, it really felt like, wait, nigga, you riding, like...
He's weird, son. That was weird.
It was very weird.
You just fetishize the fuck out of white women, yo. Like, and you know me, I'm always right for the black woman, but I heard that, boy.
Yeah,
The way we say we tired of them people fetishizing us, you just fetishize the fuck out of white women in all your subtext and tone.
You had a lot of joy talking about that shit, dog. And one thing about all that shit is that neither one of y'all, because the thing about Islam is say you so fucking Nation of Islam, had anything to say about how we should, like, you know, some about the black woman, or this and the third.
Son, a lot of them Nation of Islam niggas be putting rules on black women that don't let them be free. Like, I don't know, it's so much like when D said from the dump, these are two crazy, goofy ass niggas talking slick shit. Right. And I'm like, there's some merit in some of what y'all saying, but it's like y'all you're buying into it a bit too hard.
You're making this shit look too like what it is instead of saying it's a real problem. You make this shit too fun.
Well, see, the Islam nigga already, saying, no, don't fucking date the white woman.
He's saying it, but he's joking around laughing and shit when really, dog, you just happen to be on TV with fucking Nick Cannon. That's what it really goes down to, dog.
Yeah, man.
Smiling and cheesing because, hey, ma, look at me. Nation of Islam, I get to talk my hate on this motherfucker.
And I'm saying, dog, like, where is the reasoning for dating black women beyond using them as fucking children bearers? Like, there was no point in his rhetoric beyond we gotta be with a black woman so we can keep on fucking them, keep on multiplying. That's all the woman is good for, nigga.
You gotta keep the well clean.
So if there's another way to make black children, you wouldn't fuck with black women, my nigga?
Nope, my nigga, I would stow her ass to the wolves.
Nigga.
Peace out, baby. I'm gonna just give me some Filipino pussy.
Nigga. The way like when you really like peep what a nigga really saying at times, dog, it shit get sick. Get really sick, dog. Cause it's all effed up. And like I said, I'm not against interracial dating. I already explained the whole thing.
Love who you love.
Love who you love, dog. But understand the differences.
Don't love what I put by putting someone other down, especially the home team.
You know what I mean? It's wild, dog. But that was not the etouffee that did, contrary to popular belief. That was the starter section. This is side A, even though it's feeling very side B.
I was saying that earlier. That's like the first topic.
Yeah. I couldn't help myself, dog. That Jussie Smollett shit was sitting on my soul.
Jussie Smollett shit was fucked up. The thing with old girl and the shit with the DMs was fucked up.
Dog, too much shit was sitting on my soul. We're going to come up with some real interesting shit to talk about on side B.
I mean, keep spinning.
Yeah, everybody. Yeah, we got it, man. Let's get to that Bats Nerd Out moment.
Bats Nerd Out moment.
Bats Nerd Out.
Bats Nerd Out moment. 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 Bats Nerd Out moment.
So it really dropped. It really dropped that officially Ben Affleck will not be Batman anymore.
Fine.
What the fuck he do?
My dog threw him away so fast. Fine. It's cool.
He was
cool.
alright in the first one and shit in the second one. No, I'm sorry.
Alright in BVS and shit in Justice League. You're right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So, I mean, you've had enough Batman money, so give it to a proper Batman.
I mean, and like you say, you stopped caring after BVS, and I'm so excited about Matt Reeves taking over this franchise. He directed the second and the third Planet of the Apes.
Nice.
And he has this whole vision for using a whole bunch of villains in one film, making it like detective story, noir style, young Batman. Like, he trying to flip some shit that we really haven't really seen on camera as far as this character goes. So, I'm here for it, dog, but I'm hoping you get a fire-ass Batman, bro, cause that can make or break your whole situation.
I mean, dog, it's always been about the Batman, and, right now, we all think, I guess Christian Bale and Michael Keaton is the two best to ever do it.
I mean, we spoke on this before, dog. Christian Bale got the Bruce, Michael Keaton got the Bat, and, you know what I mean, it's a nice little, you're going to come down to what you like the most, you know what I mean? It's going to be subjective from there.
Yeah.
Well, so who's the worst Bat?
George Clooney.
George Clooney.
Y'all really say George?
He was a good Bruce Wayne, though.
Yeah, he was a great Bruce.
He just didn't. He was Bruce Wayne with a mask on whenever he was Batman. He never changed. George Clooney was George Clooney.
Yeah.
Hello, Robin.
He ain't changed no voice. He ain't changed no stature. He ain't changed shit. He put on that mask, and I'm going George Clooney the fuck out of this.
That man said,
Batman.
hello, I'm Batman. You may also know me.
I'm telling you. I'm so telling you, dog. Like, that's what makes him the worst Batman, dog. But he's such a charismatic, natural dude that, you know.
I see him doing Bruce Wayne too.
Yeah, it was a cool Bruce Wayne, but like I'm thinking of Michael Keaton was good at what he did. Christian Bale was good at what he did. Adam West was even good for his time of what he did. And you know what I mean, you get to Val Kilmer, hit or miss. But George Clooney, but I understand why people didn't like Val because he was kind of stoic. he was a stoic Batman. He talked very straight. He didn't really show much emotion. Like, you know, I understand people who don't like Val. Some people just say no one. People usually just say he's the bland Batman.
Really?
Out of all the ones, because you know people at least don't like George's. It's just like Val's like, he was cool. It's cool. It's cool.
Okay.
It's K.
It's okay.
It's K. It's K.
Not K.
The first shot of Will Smith and Martin Lawrence just chilling as Mike Lowry and Marcus.
That's gonna be so.
Oh my God, I'm so ready for Bad Boys 3, dog. Yeah. These niggas could do that shit like Lethal Weapon until they get old, as far as I'm concerned.
I ain't gonna lie, though. It took me a long time to watch Bad Boy 1 because I started off with Bad Boy 2.
Oh, see, that's some young nigga shit.
Great movies, dog.
Both are great. And 3 is gonna top it off, but I hope it don't end it.
Nah, it shouldn't. It shouldn't. It couldn't. I hope
it
don't.
really depends.
It does, dog. It really, because look how long it took for us to get 3.
Yeah. If it does really well, I can almost guarantee they're gonna do a 4.
True that.
I mean, fuck, they both did really well. Look how long it took to do a 3.
2 made a lot of money, but you gotta take in them niggas probably been wanting 3, but Will is a very busy
Will been doing
nigga.
a lot. And Martin, I think, was getting a lot of his mind together.
I mean, I don't know, but sometimes niggas just people always be thinking motherfuckers is doing something. Some people just chilling with their money.
Yeah, niggas do got families, yeah.
Bruh.
You want to enjoy life.
Son.
His money.
Dog, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying, you know, I'm trying to get to a certain level, but that's not to say that at some point I wouldn't be like, look, let me take a couple of years off and just focus on my family, dog.
On me, my
especially
sanity.
When you get to a certain level of success, weed. Especially when you get to a certain level of success and status. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have the money and the ability now to chill.
Dog, you make all this money, dog, just so you can chill, son.
What the fuck is
so you can just like, I'm not saying just so you can chill, but you know what I'm saying, dog.
You make to be comfortable.
Right, dog. I mean, dog, once I get a certain status, I'm not trying to, I don't know, son. Who knows? When niggas get that money, I'm going to want some more money.
Who knows?
I can't stop working.
We can't speak of who we will be when we're not them yet.
Right. Well, I'm speaking broke me. Broke me, if I had some money, I'd take me a break.
You did.
But rich me probably keep working.
Hey, I hope we all just get there. Yeah. Michael B. Jordan loves anime, apparently, and now he's the main character in this upcoming series called Rooster Teeth.
All right. That sounds cool.
No, from Rooster Teeth. I'm sorry. It's called Genlock. It's from this streaming service called Rooster Teeth. I've never even heard of it.
I've never heard of it either.
Oh, my God.
But okay.
Jordan portrays Julian Chase in Genlock. A description reads, 50 years in the future, an oppressive authoritarian force threatens to conquer the world. A daring team is recruited to pilot a new form of weaponized neuroscience that powers devastating mecha, but they must be willing to sacrifice everything to save the world. So it's one of those Gundam-ass Megazord shows. That's
Ghost
that mecha shit. Yeah.
I'm for it.
Let's see this trailer, man.
Okay.
I like seeing you smile. Been too long.
I'll stay here this weekend, all right?
Love you.
Love you.
Pause for 1 second. After the conversation we just had, the first thing we see at the top of this cartoon is Michael B. Jordan's character, who's always saying that nigga only like white women. He turned his character's girlfriend a white chick.
Awesome beginning.
Awesome. Alrighty.
We will draw the Union back from their self-defeating path of...
Listen up. This is it. The Union's making their play. This is how the war begins. We did not seek this conflict, but we will rise to meet it. Vanguard will do everything we can to protect those who have put their trust in us. Get it done, Vanguard.
Welcome to the Anvil. Thank you for all your time thus far, testing for our program.
That's a hell of a way to say hello.
That's nothing. Wait till you see what he does to you next.
We are at the dawn of a new age. What is Genlock if not the next step in humanity's evolution?
Hiya. How you doing? Don't mind me, just learning how to walk. Again.
Looks like we got a team.
Triumph over tragedy. Put some knots on your hand like misery. Charging like a bull, hit the ground running. Push it to the limit so you know that I'm coming.
Never give up, never give up. Never give up, never give up.
Stay quiet.
Never give up.
Fight. Fight. Stay quiet.
Never give up.
Fight. Fight.
What the hell?
Come on.
I'm interested, kind of.
I
think
watch anime, dog. I watch anime like a motherfucker, and this shit.
All right, tell us how you really feel. Come on.
This shit is fucking trash, son.
Well, hey.
This shit is 100% garbage. Like, the artwork looks well done and professional, and I'm pretty sure the voice acting is decent, but the overall storyline is bland and not original. Like, I was just never into, like, the whole futuristic military, human cyborg deal. Like, it's already been done over and over and over again.
But I still feel if you do it right, or if you flip the concept, anything can be old as new. But like you said, it seems like the same old.
I just still don't even know, like, what's the problem.
I think it's a bad trailer.
In the story, yeah.
I think it's a bad trailer.
Yeah, they had him kissing the white girl like that. Like
no, that's not what make it bad.
I mean, it made it funny.
Like, I just don't know what the issue is. Like,
and the trailer's supposed to be having,
Yeah, who are they supposed to be fighting against? Who is their real enemy?
Like, what's the special thing in this story?
Why do y'all need to come together and become these robot niggas?
Yeah, it looks very Voltron, Power Ranger-esque.
Yeah.
I mean, but that's the style of anime that
I
is,
feel
that
like I was
mecha.
watching a knockoff.
Yeah. And he didn't even speak until halfway through the thing. I got a weird relationship with Michael B. Jordan as a voice actor, dog. I think he's, I don't think I say too big for it, but I've watched him in like maybe other animated things, being a voice actor, and every time he speaks, I just think, oh, it's Michael B. Jordan.
Yeah.
It's hard for me to
That was
not.
the thing I said too. Like, when he did speak, I was like, it just sounds like
Michael B.
being
Jordan.
Michael.
He was Cyborg in one of them animated movies I was watching. I'm like, it sounds like Michael B. Jordan Cyborg. It's like I couldn't disappear into the anime or to the thing like you would with all these other boys that you don't know. So that's just them. I know, and he might do well. It might be great.
What can he do?
I don't know, because sometimes I can have somebody that I know, but they don't distract me. I don't know. Maybe it's the way he.
Like Keith David.
Yeah, I mean, maybe it's the way he uses his voice. I don't know, son,
Maybe
but
he's the same damn cadence all the time. Because in that voice, I felt like I was hearing Fruitvale Station / fucking everything else he played in.
and he sounded sleepy in this trailer. Like, yeah,
Yeah, he did.
yeah, I'm gonna do this.
All right, we have a team. I'm
Yeah.
loaded as fuck. We got a team. Fucking right, boy. I made all these brownies.
We in these robots. Yeah.
Yeah, bro. We got a team.
The team with the robots.
Oh man.
I'm in the blue, and I just kissed. I think I kissed the white chick.
I kissed the white girl and I like
So you know, I'm acting, kinda. You know.
I'm doing what I love.
You know. Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, that's all we gonna do for Bats Nerd Out moment for the day, man. You ready for some sports joke?
Sports! Fuck yeah!
So check this out, y'all. Straight off the dump, this nigga AD said he wants to leave Pelicans.
Anthony
Now,
Davis.
Anthony, the Brow Davis. You know what I'm saying? That's what they call him, the Brow.
I mean, yeah, no, I know they called him the Brow, dog. It's just, I think when you first said it, what made me laugh was, I thought you said LeBrow, like LeBron.
LeBron.
And you know he's supposed to go to the Lakers and shit, so I was like, damn, you already got a Laker name for him? He LeBrow now?
Man, fuck, might as well be since he gonna fucking leave like a little bitch.
I don't think he a bitch for leaving.
I don't think he a bitch for leaving.
It's really smart, honestly.
I'm very mad that he's leaving to go to LA, and I'm happy too, because I'm happy he's gonna be with LeBron, and I can't wait for that super team to form in LA. Because that's going to be amazing for me to see that go against Golden State.
Because I'm sorry, I am not a basketball purist. I love super teams.
No, super teams.
Me too.
Yeah, I can't lie, bro. I love super teams.
I want to see a cop team.
Bitch, I want to see two top teams go at it, bitch.
Dominate shit.
Don't let nobody Harlem Globetrotter ass tricks at the fucking court.
Yeah.
Bitch.
Niggas dunking all the time.
Let's
Three-point
go.
all out the fucking alleys and shit.
Doop, doop, doop. Doop, 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 doop. dunked.
I want that shit to be unfair.
Dog, come on, swing your nuts.
Right.
So
I want unfair.
if Anthony Davis go to the Lakers, which he will, then there will be a super team. But this is the funny thing about the team, though.
Wait, hold on. I want to see one other thing. You saw that meme? That meme with Magic Johnson.
Oh yeah, I saw that stupid ass shit.
Because
he owned
the Lakers.
Lonzo,
Oh yeah,
Ingram,
Zubac,
and the Cure. For Anthony Davis.
How would you
I was
get
like,
kids AIDS?
bruh, for real, bruh.
Yeah.
I saw another one where your boy Roy Woods, the comedian, was like, they had a picture of Rondo talking to Lonzo, and Rondo used to play for us.
Yeah.
And that man said, look, it ain't so bad down there, man. They got this thing with this crawfish inside this rice, dog.
They just know he gets sick, dog.
It's some 825, 52. Look, I don't know what this shit called, but it's good as fuck. Fuck with the Dog, so that's another thing too, son. With the team, they might be holding out on the trade and wait all the way to the end of the season is over, which would be fucked up.
They fined that man for putting it out there though. It's like 50 stacks. They fined his agent and him 50 stacks for being public about the whole situation.
Man, that's how bad he want to get out. And a lot of people who ever played for New Orleans want to get out because this team, it's like they don't get the other talent around them. Now what's fucked up is that he said he think the Saints get
more attention, more love.
And that's unfair to say because the Saints have been around 20 plus years longer than you even thought of as a basketball team.
But it has merit.
You know what I'm saying?
I think it has merit.
It can't have merit, dog.
It can.
Like, the thing is, like, one team.
Because of what you're saying is true, they do get favoritism. I know what you're saying. It's unfair. It's unfair to try to compare the Pelicans to the Saints, but that does not negate his point that they get more love and more attention because it's the Saints owners that own the Pelicans. And I think from hearing niggas that know more about this shit than me, that they should be run by basketball people, dog, that really care more about making the Pelicans the shit without splitting their attention.
I mean, yeah, but nah. Fuck that. If I was Gil bitch and I'd be like, look, nah, this is what we're gonna do. Next year I'm just get enough money to put 3 stars on the team and get somebody to play with.
I mean, that's been the problem for the Pelicans for the longest. We'll get 1 star.
Yeah, or 1 or 2 star team.
1 or 2 stars, and then they don't spend the money or do what they got to do to get the people some help. That's why I wasn't surprised when I heard Anthony Davis was leaving because he been needing. Like for the longest, he been needing a third. There'll be him, another nigga, and they need a third.
And he had DeMarcus Cousins. That was a good thing with the Twin Towers.
And then he's a third.
And DeMarcus went where to go to State.
Come on, son. That money wasn't that money in this situation. It was just them niggas think he could get a ring easier, and them niggas be wanting legacies, man.
That's going on with that. When it comes to Sean Payton and everything going on with the Super Bowl is at its lowest sale with the tickets right now.
Yeah, I saw that.
Everybody we talk about the Super Bowl, everyone's mad at Chance the Rapper and the Backstreet Boys for that Doritos commercial.
Man, I heard of that Doritos commercial. I didn't watch it. I saw the video. I didn't even watch it.
It's a bounce video.
Yeah, they said Chance the Rapper from Chicago doing some bounce shit for this commercial, and I didn't see it.
People from New Orleans are very mad about it. I'm a little bit more in love of son. I'm pretty sure they got a bounce artist for that beat. So I think all the bounce artists that's like right now should be doing it to a lot of things. Going out to Doritos and all this shit, and like putting your beats out there to get sold. And this shit just can't stay here. And
exactly, I was about to say that same thing. Like we can't expect our music to stay here. Now I'm all about giving us our just appreciation.
Yeah, give our name and our respect.
But you can't expect if you really want our culture to go mainstream, you gotta expect that people from other places are gonna do our culture.
You just gotta stay ahead of the game with this shit. Put your name on this shit.
But
put your claim on this shit. You gotta pop it it out and put your game on this shit.
But I will say this: I understand the apprehension of certain New Orleanians because the fact of we get bit a lot.
Yeah,
without getting our proper shine.
And as far as bounce music, dude, like New Orleans always have been trying to get bounce music mainstream for the longest fucking time. And what the corporate music industry always says is, no, that's like y'all shit. Like it's too local.
Too niche.
It doesn't work. Basically, yeah, like it's too niche. But all of a sudden now you got artists doing one bounce track and all of a sudden it's like, oh wow, amazing.
Yeah.
So it's like I can kind of understand why people from here are kind of like like fuck up all that shit because we've been trying to put this shit out there. You know what I mean? And getting told no all the time, but as soon as some popular motherfucker does it, all of a sudden it's valid now.
Right.
It's like, fuck that.
And that can get frustrating. And I think especially we're all New Orleans artists, There is so much talent in this motherfucking city.
Yes.
For the fact of most cats, damn near every cat had to get on elsewhere. You hear me? Damn near everybody we can think of that actually got a chance to spread their wings had to freaking leave because we're looked at as this little tourist spot or just this mysterious whatever the fuck, this bubble. And you know, it just gets frustrating. So I can understand why some people are like, God damn, stop taking our culture and start putting some money into it.
Right, dog. Pay us for our work and right.
What we do for culture.
But on another sports note, Jack Swagger won his MMA fight.
Jack Swagger is a former WWE superstar, man. And he recently got into MMA, how some of them have been doing, and to various degrees. Of course, we know Brock Lesnar killed the game, former champion.
Angry white boy, son.
You hear me? CM Punk got killed by the game.
Skinny angry white boy.
Couldn't hack it, but so they was wondering what Jack Swagger gonna land because you know they got certain examples. Batista won one or two little fights when he did some MMA.
Yeah,
this
dude, someone could have acted and shit. Fuck this.
But yeah, say fuck all that. Bobby Lashley's another one who did some MMA, but Jack Swagger just won.
Yeah, he just won, dog. He's on the winning streak.
That's cool. I mean, certainly, like, a lot of these cats, but he another cat that's a wrestling background like Brock Lesnar. Like, if you come from some kind of legit fighting background, whether you used to do judo, whether it's wrestling, some kind of martial art, and then you made a transition to wrestling, hearing that you got into MMA ain't that surprising to me because you came from a mixed martial art already or some type of discipline that was about that.
And you wrestle too, that's a fight in itself.
You know?
Ain't nothing to put a nigga on like a quick little whoop whoop.
Come on. Alberto Del Rio used to do MMA too.
Yeah?
Yeah. You heard about this one Ramsdale was getting death threats?
Oh yeah, the one that did the hit. When they put the hit on your boy that caused the penalty.
And that was another cat besides him, Roby Coleman. That's not the dude who did the hit, right?
With the dreads, right?
Yeah.
Oh, he was him. Okay, yeah. So what you saying?
That nigga got death threats.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Nigga got death threats.
Yeah.
Oh no, I'm lost. I'm sorry. I'm not saying I got my mind mixed up. What I'm saying is this: my brain did some fuck shit. My mind was saying the wrong nigga is getting death threats. That's what I meant to say. It should be going at the ref. My brain went left. But go what you're saying.
That's because I'm pretty sure there's a lot of white folks. It's like, hey nigger, you want to cost us the game?
That's the one thing that does bring the city together when it comes to race. The motherfucking Saints.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we come together, dog.
The black man's attacking, not the ref.
That's
because
fucked.
he was just playing football.
I mean,
It
yeah.
says a lot about, it probably was a lot of white folk, dog.
I mean.
A few hang with black folks, because they were tripping.
I mean, do we do the death threats thing?
Sometimes.
I mean, like to celebrities, like black people do that.
Yeah, I don't
That's
like
the us
the whole
thing.
death threat thing.
We talk our shit.
Yeah, like we gonna talk trash to you.
We're gonna get paid.
We'll say we're gonna whoop your ass or something, but
my city or some shit like that.
when I go on people, right, like yeah, whoop the whoop. When I go down people pages and shit for the death threats, the actual I will kill you. It be weirdos and shit, dog.
I mean, you know, sports has
Google
diehard
addresses and shit
fans.
like I know you live here.
Yeah, man. But shouts out to Kyrie Irving. Remember we talking about him, how he got kind of humbled and having to try to lead his own team. And he even apologized to LeBron and shit. Now he's saying this motherfucker might think about coming to the Lakers.
As he should.
That'd be crazy.
That'd be a, but I don't know. You gotta kiss the ring afterwards, dog.
That would be great.
Yeah, he got
you probably gotta suck the captain's dick. You know what I'm saying? The team captain.
With my wash for Evian?
You gotta do it for the team.
For Evian.
For Evian. That been on the documentary, don't worry about it. But yeah, Evian. And he also helped Octavia Spencer get equal pay for the Madam C.J. Walker series that he's producing.
He's a hero.
You know what I mean? This should be on Hero Highlight, but this is
Everybody
like
wants to play with LeBron, dog, because like when you play with LeBron, your human status go up.
your humanity rises.
Right,
your empathy
dog.
becomes
You
one
become
with the
an all-around
world.
person, dog. You be like, man, I understand this shit now.
At this point, he's definitely gonna go down as like one of the greatest people of all time.
Yeah. Like Ali is. Like how people respect Ali beyond boxing.
Yeah, he's definitely
He's gonna be one of those
beyond
cats.
basketball.
Yeah, he's already there.
He is, man, in many degrees. When the history books write it, come on, he built a fucking. And that was Joe Sports Corn. What else can you say after that? He built a fucking school. Like,
Talk to him.
you hear me? I did want to laugh at the fact that Jermaine Dupri wanted to, I ain't gonna say laugh, but he wanted to bring up like the people who've been affected by police brutality, like the parents and family members, up on stage for him for the Super Bowl halftime performance. And the people say, nah, bro. All of them was like, nah, bro. I understand where JD was trying to come from by making police brutality.
No, JD, no.
But nah, bro.
No, JD.
Just don't do it.
No, son. Get your stupid. I'm trying to. You look. That sounds like a shiesty business deal already, bro. You already look shiesty as fuck. Like, no. Ain't listening. I get all the black folks to come around there on the Super Bowl.
All I gotta do is get Trayvon mama and shit. You know that's gonna make me look
and
good.
And all that nigga come back down to him.
Yeah, man. And we still get that Super Bowl money from them racist white people, but it's all good because you know we brought some awareness to our community.
Bring social death back, nigga.
Nigga, call Bow Wow.
Janet Jackson come through.
That's Janet Jackson Super Bowl. That's interesting. But yeah, man, we about to get about here for sideA. What's that question you had? You remember it?
Yeah. How would y'all slide in the DMs?
Depends on the woman.
Yeah, it really depends on like who I'm sliding on.
Yeah, because if I'm checking out his profile, it depends on your vibe, and I gotta have an angle. You know what I mean? Of like why I'm talking to you. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't.
Would you ever slide in there like, hey, sexy?
No,
I don't say hey, sexy.
I usually say something like, I think we should go on a date, or like something along those lines.
All right, y'all. That's a question for y'all.
How do you feel about that?
How would you slide in the DMs? And how would you like your DMs to be slid in?
Like what's proper DM etiquette? I love your boy who sent that dog emoji and then he texted that right after the dog emoji.
Yeah,
my bad, he's always getting out. He's always getting out. Some shit. Let me bring it back. By the way, how you doing?
I cringe. That was so cringe.
I love it.
I joke. I love it.
A lot of women said they would have gone for that just for the creative.
It's funny.
Who gonna do that?
It's funny.
I thought it was
Let
corny.
me tell you something dude told me all my life, dog. He said, you so corny, son. I was like, son, but they like it, son.
Right.
It makes them laugh.
I mean, corny from the right person works.
Yeah.
It depends on what works for you.
It's one thing to be corny and another thing to be a cornball.
Yeah.
I thought it was a little cornball.
Because some people, I mean, and that's what stopped your average nigga from doing that. But that nigga probably got that date. Because buku women was like, bruh, I gotta get that nigga that date for that because that would have made me laugh. And a lot of times, what most women want is some security and some laughter.
Yeah, true.
That's mainly it.
Right,
Make me feel comfortable and let's
I definitely use
enjoy
humor
each other
most of the time. Like I just try to keep shit very light and like no pressure. I just don't want women to ever feel like pressured around me.
Yeah.
Like everything is free. Like and the choice is always yours. Like I'm gonna give you options, but the choice is always up to you. So I just try to shoot my shot in the same way. Like it's just low expectations, low pressure, very light.
And again, if I send you a message and you do not hit me back, I will never send another.
Yeah, because that's the response.
I do not understand motherfuckers that don't get that. I never will understand the dick pic senders who send their dicks to strangers, thinking that a woman gonna react to that. What you expect the next words to be? Ooh, hot dick, let's get together.
Yeah.
Ooh, you know what I'm saying? Come on, man. And motherfuckers who talk to themselves in these women's DMs, I'm never gonna get that because I'm like, dog, when does your pride kick in? I got pride. I got pride.
Shameless though.
I'm not shameless, son. If I'm gonna come in your DMs and I'm gonna expose myself, knowing like it's a vulnerable thing. Like that's a lot of people don't understand that. As a dude, as the guys that go at women and oftentimes are expected to shoot the shots for all these years. Like this old girl, women shoot their shot shit. That's a 2018, 2017, 2019 revolution. As far as what men are often taught, what we condition is, nigga, you gotta go approach that woman and be goddamn charming on the goddamn spot, and that can be difficult. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So it's like it's already like embedded in us that damn, you got to put yourself out there. That's a very vulnerable thing to talk to women. You know what I mean? Just a stranger. So that's why I say the dick pic is weird. But off the dump, son, like through that, through that is just. It could get dicey, man. That's why I'm saying that I love what you're saying about, man. Keep a woman fucking. Just try to be comfortable and not be weird. Don't be weird, nigga.
Don't be weird, bro.
Don't be weird, nigga. Understand it's hard, but don't be weird, nigga.
You can work on it if it's hard for you.
Sometimes it's simple. What's up is nice, and if you don't respond back, she didn't fuck. And that's the thing you better understand about women. As soon as you say something, I assume. But women, if they have even the slightest interest or the slightest attraction, will stalk your wall unbeknownst to you to see if you seem creepy, to see if you seem like a problem, to see if you look like your pictures, to see if you're interesting, to be able to see what you do, what you about, because niggas is you, like the TV series You. Niggas is out here. You hear me? So if she hit you back, you know what I mean? She won't talk. Otherwise.
And niggas, no answer is an answer. Please, bruh. Like if she doesn't respond to you, that is a fucking response. She responded with a blank text, yo.
Because she talking to somebody.
Like, get the fuck.
Right, she talking to somebody.
Right. She's not deaf mute though. She ain't crazy. It's a message, yo.
Yep. And let's learn how to be able to take them. Like I was saying recently, dog, like just being able to understand that if you're wrong, that doesn't mean that you're evil. If you're a freaking if you get rejected, that means that they personally hate you or personally got a problem. You just might not have done it for them, man. You're not gonna be for everybody, and it's not your fault, and it's not something you should take personally or be sensitive about or blame an entire gender, whether male or female, because things didn't go your way. That's fucking nuts.
Yeah, that's right.
Let's get about you, man. It's that actor guy, Martin Bats Bradford. You can find me on all your social media platforms at Mr. Bats. Spell like Mr. Outer, you ain't gonna find me. But if it's Facebook, you gotta put that government, Martin Bats Bradford. Hit us up at flywithbats@gmail.com, because as I always say, we want you to be part of the conversation. You dig? And I guess that was a good segue to my nigga to my right.
What's up? It's your boy D-Mac, and you can most definitely catch me on your social medias. Catch me on Instagram, FrenchBread.kid, and follow my clothing line at YaDig504, which is also on Instagram. And if you want to talk to me on Facebook, I'm at DEVINMMCCOY, Devin Coy. And
there is a version of you that exists without an M, I found.
There is?
Yeah. It's like when you worked, I feel like you made it from when you worked at that school, that gymnastics spot.
Oh.
You don't really got no friends.
Yeah, like I think I like made it because when I first started coaching there, I didn't want them following my Facebook. Yeah. So I just made that one, but I actually never put shit
Nigga, you
on
wearing
there.
the fucking they shirt and everything in the profile picture. Like, you specifically made that page for them to find that.
Yeah. Never used it. But yeah, I'm out here for sideA. You hear me?
Posse Wine, it's your boy AlphaJo, fresh out of the gumbo, still deep in the roux. And if you're out in the streets and you're looking for me, you can find me on IG, AlphaJo, no E, 504-75 sideA, fuck Lamar.
And he is not smiling.
He probably is, nigga.
On the inside.
Okay.
I love you, my fucking nigga, Marty, bro.
Yeah, shout out to Lamar, a.k.a. Stepdad.
Oh.
A.k.a. I'm going to come and get you from school. Your mom said it's okay.
Oh, man. As Brady? Ain't Brady the ultimate stepdad? Here's the story. But man,
They both all the step parents.
We're talking about the man right now.
AKA
We just talking about the man right now. What's the daddy Brady name?
I don't know.
He's just gonna be Lamar Brady. Lamar Brady.
Lamar Brady. There we go.
That's gonna be your name from now on. I'm mad that I came up with that. I feel like a traitor. I'm sorry, Marty, bro.
Nah, you were just praising that nigga.
That's my nigga, bro. No, I'm sorry, Marty.
Now we're all gonna catch fire. They wanted to pick on my character, huh? Okay.
I mean, I'm only here to pick on the Your 90. But
there we go.
see y'all later, man.
Most real niggas know most niggas phony. Your shadow got your back, huh? Just like your homie. That's why shady niggas will harm thee. Just act Caesar. Brutus got him and caught him before his last breather. If that don't make you believers, then you'll learn. Honesty is a quality that will burn, but it's cool. And trust is a quality you will earn. You a fool if you think you learn all of the rules. Imitating imitation and they calling it cool. I know a little bit, but go ahead and call me a fool. While you sprinkle sugar on shit and you calling it food. See, I'm just trying to groove and you standing on the wall with your hands on your balls, making crab claws move. Trying to bonk at a dog, but I don't bonk. I just fall back till you think you winning, but you lost in the beginning. Ay. One goal, one thing, one rule, man, that shit don't change. It's real niggas do real fucking things. Real niggas do. There's only one goal, one thing, one rule, man, that shit don't change. And it's real niggas do real fucking things. Real niggas do real fucking things. T.I. CZ.